Another great opportunity here today. I think it's going to be kind of a wild day. I'm curious where it goes, but yeah, certainly looking forward to today and seeing what we can do.
Marty, after last week, he gets to have fun today. Not so much stress.
Yeah, a lot of relief in the 9 camp. Bubba Wallace mentioned it, DJ. Kansas was good for Chevrolet, not so good for the Toyota camp. So what were your thoughts on how Denny Hamlin raced his driver, Bubba Wallace?
Well, it's certainly been an interesting week with everything going on. I'm just going to put it like this. Put all of the BS aside that Denny Hamlin had to say all week, which was unnecessary. If he's going to talk, he should have been talking to Bubba Wallace before yesterday and settling everything out. But look, first and foremost, Denny Hamlin is the driver on Sundays and Saturday nights of this 11 car. That's his job. He's not thinking anything about being an owner at that point in time.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great fucking day. I'm having a good day because it's race day. Race day is always a good day. And I'm getting over
and then it cost both of them. But it's been an
getting over the
only going to get more so as these playoffs move on.
The loss from Thursday.
Still fighting to get two
still
more
tough.
drivers into the round.
Still a tough loss.
Kligerman has a very special guest who knows all about Hendrick and the pressure of the playoffs. Jeff Gordon.
Right, Marty, and catch up Hendrick Motorsports Vice.
Oh man, them Blue Jays are really helping me get over that.
A lot to fight for on track today, but this 24 car is fighting for more than just on-track results today.
We certainly are, Parker. And,
yeah, it looks like they got everything right. I had to resize everything. That's why it took me a few minutes to go live. I was going to go live right at 2:30, but they're fucking annoying because of the start time being at like. I like to go live 30 minutes before the green flag, but since the start time is only 5 minutes after like the advertised start time, they only put this up like 30 minutes beforehand. So I literally only have like a few minutes to get everything all set up. Kind of annoying.
Willie B is going to have a little extra inspiration and guidance today to get him through this tough race.
What a very cool initiative by Hendrick Motorsports this 2014, guys.
Tell you what, speed-wise, too.
They really should make the leaderboard live like a little bit more than
this race last year,
30 minutes before.
Late race miracle to advance to the round of 8. Can he find some Roval magic again this year? He's on the pole today. We'll hear from the California native next. You're watching Countdown to Green, presented.
How the hell is everybody doing today? Today we got the Bank of America Roval 400
When my doctor gave me Breasttreat for my
from the Charlotte Roval
I noticed things changed.
at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina.
It also reduced flare-ups.
Breasttreat won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems.
I'm eating some mac and cheese right now. Also just took a shower, so I feel nice and refreshed.
Breasttreat may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Tell your doctor if worsening breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling.
Yes, it is a 109-lap race around 2.32 mile road course. So that comes out to 252 miles, and it's 407 kilometers. That's where they get the 400 from. That's also kind of like, you could have like subtracted a lap, and then it would have been closer to 400. I don't know. What do I know?
Toyota's ready for victory lane.
But the green flag for today is at 3:05.
Oh, Colesman.
The stages for today are 25 laps for the first stage, 25 laps for the second stage,
This is Mama's house now.
so that'll be lap 50, and then the final 59 laps is the final stage. There's 8 sets of tires, and the fuel run is 39 to 44 laps, so in the first 2 stages, you shouldn't have to pit, but they will anyway, because they're going to flip the stages and do all that dumb shit. And then, yeah, the final stage you will have to pit under green. Only a 5% chance of rain today, but even if it is, they have rain tires. To the rear, Riley Herbst and Eric Jones. Win picks for today. We all got the same guy. Jaden has SVG winning, Dom has SVG winning, and I also have SVG winning. Though I don't think it'll be a straight cut, easy for him as it has been in other races. I feel like it'll be a bit more of a challenge, but I think he will win. And then Dom's starting spot is 5th. And that is
After
SVG.
this incident last Sunday at Kansas, and it's cut-down day in NASCAR with Ross Chastain, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, and Austin Cindric below the cut line before the playoff field is trimmed to 8. Speaking of Reddick, the 2311 racing driver is with Kim Kuhn. And Kim, he has a pretty cool and timely paint scheme. In just a few weeks, the NBA on NBC is back.
Yeah, Marty, it's awesome. Check it out. This design was created by local youth who are here at the racetrack from the Jordan Brand Wings design team. They're here. They've been spending all day with you. What's it been like just to spend time with
It does look like kind of cloudy, though.
It's really, really cool. You know, they've just from day one, spending some time with them at airspeed.
I said Chris Buescher.
About the whole process.
That's what I said. His driver is 5th place, and that's Chris Buescher. That's literally what I said, Jaden.
When I saw him earlier this morning, just how excited they are to be at the racetrack.
Actually, now I'm not sure. Now I'm going to go back and make sure that I said that.
They're actually right behind you here. So.
Next for today.
Say hi, everyone.
We all got the same guy.
Definitely brightening your day.
Jaden has SVG winning, Dom has SVG winning, and I also have SVG winning. Though I don't think it'll be a straight cut, you know, easy for him as it has been in other races. I feel like it'll be a bit more of a challenge, but I think he will win. And then Dom's starting spot is 5th, and that is SVG. Oh, fuck me, dude. What the fuck? Well, what the fuck? What the fuck?
But yeah, for me this week.
God damn it.
You know, it's been different. Obviously,
Fuck.
Right? Spending a lot of time.
Why would I say that?
My wife spent a lot of time in the hospital with Ricky too, so that has come first and foremost, as it should be, and you know, just really thankful I have a really strong team here.
Well,
you know, where I was able to step away.
Who's the idiot now?
Me. What I need to, and we were able to come in here yesterday and put the car on the pole. So.
We're wishing Rookie and your entire family the best.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Tyler Reddick will lead the field to green later today.
DJ, how do you compartmentalize all of that as a driver with the off-track stuff that's going on?
I don't get how you
do. Job
do.
is to be here at the racetrack.
Yeah, first of
I don't get how Tyler Reddick can race with him. I mean, that's a strong man right there.
And young son. But I've seen drivers, athletes do amazing things in situations just like this. You know, your comfort zone is getting inside that race car. Fortunately, they're at a point that he can go do his job. Look for him to be right in the middle of the mix today.
All right, DJ, time for today's DraftKings odds.
Yeah. Oh, imagine that. There's SVG. Yeah, he's up top. But I'm going with that man in second. I just said look for amazing things from Tyler Reddick. I think he loves that.
Yeah.
Today.
All right, on DraftKings Sportsbook, new customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the app and use the promo code SPEED when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. When we come back in 2311er Trackhouse Racing, sneak a driver into the round of 8. The Hall of Famer gives us his predictions next as we close in on the green flag for our playoff elimination race in Charlotte.
What's good? I'm Josh Johnson, and I play for 14 different teams. In fact, nobody switched teams more than I have. But I'm done with all that. I'm switching to Straight Talk. We're good. They've got free 5G phones with real unlimited data. Come on, great news. Get it at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
She invites you up for coffee. But is it coffee or coffee? No matter what.
And then my boy Kyle Busch starting all the way back in 28.
Boundaries are
sadness.
Healthy. That's why I set my phone to do not disturb when I'm shopping at Kohl's.
Silence your phone. Kohl's Friends and Family Sale is on. Save 20% on fines for you and your family. Plus, earn Kohl's Cash at KohlsandKohl's.com.
Okay.
Don't wait. Ask your doctor about another treatment option. Learn more at ISM.
People always say less is more, but that never made sense to us. Because with Verizon, you get more.
I'm excited for today's race, though. Today is the elimination race of the round of 12.
4 lines for $25.
After this, 4 drivers will be eliminated.
You save $5.
4 drivers currently
So you spend
below the
less
cut line.
and get more.
They honestly all need help. Joey Logano, Ross Chastain, Bubba Wallace, and Syndic.
For less today.
Though,
with Verizon.
Wouldn't Reddick actually... Actually, yeah, Reddick would be below the cut line. He's just placed above there because he's the leader right now.
Races of the year. So with that said, DJ,
so like technically, I actually don't know where. He's only earned 11 points.
Taking the defending champ.
So he'd be last.
Time for today's pre-race ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as you're able and remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as the Cabarrus County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome lead pastor of Church Home and New York Times best-selling author, Judah Smith.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to enjoy this beautiful and glorious day. We recognize that you are the source of everything that is wonderful, true, good, and beautiful. We ask that your presence would be evident here today as we enjoy this sport. We ask that we would sense and see your goodness, your provision, your power, and your protection. We ask specifically for the drivers today that you would keep them safe and watch over them and their families. And God, we ask that you would bless not only the countries of the world, but you would continue to bless, provide for, and protect this country. Thank you for your grace, your goodness, your mercy, and your forgiveness. It gives us another reason to live and to move. And we pray all of these things in your name, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome Nashville Christian recording artist Cray Reed.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wait, he's +4 as things are on? Oh, wait, he's +11. Okay, so that's what that means. He's +11.
We'll get the engines fired for the Roval playoff race next here on USA.
Wait, hold on. Now you're confusing me because you're saying he's +4, but now you're saying that he needs to get max stage points in both stages and Logano can't get any. Now you're confusing me because how does that make sense?
$7 for a coffee? Nah. How about Sonic Salt?
The first thing you said made sense, and now the second thing you said doesn't make sense.
$2.99. It's the fancy without the pricey. Better yet, try it for free with any purchase in the Sonic app.
Capture moments in color with paint made to last. Only at Sherwin-Williams.
Got a great car, great team.
Collect view. Time to turn the intensity up. Fight to the end, no matter what happens. Good day, being Victor Lane.
Who wants it the most?
We are eyes on the leader now.
What a victory this will be!
Next flag is going to end.
Does he have enough? Let's go! A dominant performance. They're going to say no, baby. Let's go!
We got to earn this thing.
It is all on the table.
Saturday, college football is live on NBC and Peacock. First up,
Yeah,
it's a
and?
Peacock exclusive when NC State takes on Notre Dame in
So what is he at? So if he were to be in second place right now, what would he be at? If he was in second place, what would he be? Above the cut line or below it? Like, this is all too confusing. If he was in second place, just give me a number, no other explanation. Because the explanation, I think, is what's confusing me.
on NBC and Peacock.
I got this $1,000 camera.
And everybody else is where they currently are.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch.
Okay, so then why would he need to earn max stage points and Logano doesn't? And Logano can't earn any. Why would that be the case? If he's +4 to the cut line, then why would he? Then he just needs to run his race and do good. It doesn't really matter what Logano does, as long as Logano doesn't do like much more than him. Because Logano's below the cut line.
That's your whole pitch.
Nope, Jordan.
Fire and ice, baby.
North Carolina bleeds Carolina blue. And here in Charlotte, the Roval is where that pride collides with pressure, where the round of 12 becomes the round of 8.
Don't know what to do,
I took flight at the Ding Dome, throwing down dunks that shook the rafters. Out here, these drivers take flight their own way, over curves, chicanes, just trying to outlast the chaos of the Roval.
Oh, wait.
In the 80s, I was teammates with Michael Jordan in Chapel Hill. Gritty, dirty.
So even if he was in second, they would still be accounting for the fact that he has stage points?
23-11. Just felt it at Kansas.
Bubba's in the wall. He's finding his bus for this win.
And the weight only gets heavier.
Is that correct?
And just like the NBA or March Madness, the Roval will break the weak. And only the bold will be dancing.
So here it is, the cut line, the chaos.
It's about heart, pride, and refusing to back down.
Carolina pride.
This is why the stages are so fucking stupid. People, oh my god, dude. People are like, we need to get rid of the stages, but keep the points. We need to get rid of the stage cautions, but keep the points. We need to get rid of it all. Like, it's so fucking stupid. I'm so sick of them. Like, the stage points, it just makes everything so confusing. Just get rid of it all. Like, at this point, I would actually rather the opposite. I would rather us keep the caution and get rid of the points. Like, I'm at that point. It's getting so fucking annoying. Like,
They showed those glimpses. Yes, 2 wins here. They keep showing us that they are the team that can be that.
okay, that makes more sense now.
And I'm going to be a believer that they can.
He's already in the round of 8, but for momentum, how important is a solid day for Ryan Blaney this afternoon here at the Roval?
Yeah, you always want things to go right. You don't want to have an off week, but if they don't have a great day today, it's not going to be anything catastrophic because they have 3 great tracks coming up for them and then a 4th for the championship.
I want to talk to you about 2 drivers you took out, Ross Chastain being one, but is there a potential path for that one car into the round of 8?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, he has a great starting spot. Stay up there inside the top 10 all day, gather points, and then you never know what can happen at the end.
And the defending champ surprised me. You have him out. Why?
Yeah, no, that's just simply because I think Tyler Reddick is strong enough to win, and it could knock Joey Logano right out.
Let's get the playoff field cut from 12 to 8. Time to get the engine fired here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway.
And now, here to say the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome founder and executive director of Present Age Ministries, Hannah Airwood.
Drivers, start your engine!
Yeah, I'm genuinely like, I hate the stage points. I really do. It makes everything so confusing. I genuinely, like everybody, like I said, everybody says get rid of the stage cautions but keep the points. At this point, I would genuinely rather you keep the caution and get rid of the points. Like, because if you got to do it for whatever fucking reason, have the commercial breaks, fine. But this just makes it much more confusing.
Other drivers firing it down the inside, and when they do that, more often than not, it equals.
No, I get it now, but like, kind of.
That means you can put together the perfect day. Come down to this corner, have contact get spun, and it's all a race.
Yeah.
We will see who navigates it best when we get going back here at the Roval.
So if they weren't accounting for his stage points, what would it be?
Brian, craziest touchdown ever.
Tennessee Titans, Music City Miracle.
Tyson snags it, starts running like he's double parked. What does a play like that do to the locker room?
Man, it's everything.
That's it? Where's Shaq? Is Shaq available?
Really?
Yeah, because he's not going to say it's everything. Or if he did say it, he'll go.
That's a big thing for me, that if we're going to go back to the 36 race full season format, we need to get rid of the stage points. Like, because there actually is talk of them going back to a full 36 race format. If we do that, we have to get rid of the stages, dude. Because it also not only does it make everything more confusing, but if you were to go into the final race, a driver could potentially clinch the championship at the end of one of the stages, which is so anticlimactic. Like, I'd rather them just clinch it up, like, after a race. Like, even if they clinch it up, like, you know, a race before, as long as they clinch it, like, as they, you know, as the race ends, that's all that really matters to me. Like, I wouldn't really want them to clinch it during a stage. Okay. That makes more sense now, Jaden. Thank you.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get a free large drink in the Sonic app this month only. That's one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher plus a free large drink when you order in the app. It's the QB1 of burger deals.
What's good? I'm Josh Johnson, and I play for 14 different teams. In fact, nobody switched teams more than I have. But I'm done with all that.
Because that's what it actually is. I don't know why they're fucking accounting for...
They've got plans as low as $25 a month with real unlimited data. Come on, great news. Get it at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
The stages only work if you have this playoff format. But even then, it still makes it more confusing.
Are you ready for the final road course of the year? It is going to be special with so much.
I know they say it's not going to rain, but it looks like it's going to.
And as the cars roll off, we welcome you to the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs here on USA from Charlotte Motor Speedway. This is the Bank of America Roval 400 on a 79-degree day. Hi, folks. Lee Diffie along with the mayor, Jeff Burton. Our teammate, Steve Letard's making his way up from Countdown to Green. Jeff, for those viewers who may not have been in the pre-race show, seen the pre-race show, Tyler Reddick of 2311, driving with a lot on his mind, with his youngest child facing a significant health challenge in hospital at the moment. You all guys, you and Steve always talk about when it's time to deliver, you got to stand up and deliver. And Tyler Reddick did that yesterday, beating Shane Van Gisbergen to the pole
What's
position.
up, Andy?
He needs a win today. He's put himself in the best possible position.
He has, and once you get in that race car, you focus. And one of the things that Tyler has Reddick going for him is he's won 3 times on road courses. On top of that, you think about his 2 Xfinity championships. They were in step-up moments, and he was able to do that. So he's been here and done that. He can shut all that off. And if he can get through this race and win it, the next round sets up really, really well for him.
So, today, 4 drivers, their title hopes are over. And it's all going to play out here on the Roval, which is known for breeding chaos.
Well, this race is going to be exceptionally challenging. The grip level is so low. It's amazing how low it is. And in all the years I've been around this sport, I have never seen such a dramatic loss of speed as the tires wear. With this much on the line, it is going to be a huge test for every driver.
Let's get somebody on the radio today who has won the prize to speak to Jeff Burton. Let's find out.
Christopher Bell, guys up in the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir.
All right, you've had a really good year. Now here we are at the Roval. This place is such a challenge. Tell us why it's so hard.
Yeah, and this year we got a little bit of a new challenge as well with the high tire deg that we've had this weekend. So I think this race is probably going to play out a lot different than the road course races that we've seen here and most of this year. So I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I love the pink window nuts.
We talk about a lot of tire fall off. How about when the car takes off on new tires? How does it feel?
It feels like you have 15 laps on the old tires. I mean, just the overall grip level is significantly down compared to what we've had here in years past. So lots and lots of sliding around, lots of taking care of the tires, and I'm sure a lot different strategy this race.
Christopher, thank you for taking time. Good luck today.
Christopher Bell, very accomplished road racer, so we'll see how he performs today. It's a fellow Toyota driver who is on the front row as we check out today's starting grid, brought to you by Bank of America. Tyler Reddick doing what he needs to do alongside the road course specialist, SVG, Shane Van Gisbergen. We move it back, second row, Ty Gibbs, Kyle Larson, the 2-time winner here at the Roval. Back to the third row, Chris Bush and Michael McDowell. It's an all non-playoff driver row. It's different on the fourth row. The man we just spoke to, Christopher Bell, and Chase Briscoe, who's in a little bit of a pressure cooker situation today, points-wise. The Dinger, a Roval winner, AJ Allmendinger on row 5 with Ross Chastain. Back to row 6, all playoff driver with Ryan Blaney and Bubba Wallace up against it today. And the 7th row features William Byron and Denny Hamlin as we check in with Parker Kligerman.
Right, Lee, and for William Byron, who's a Charlotte native, he comes in this hometown elimination race, plus 40 above the cut line, which is a comfortable position, but he desperately wants to win in front of his hometown crowd. He's been so close here before in the Coke 600 and in this race, finishing top 5 the last 2 years. The strategy in terms of points is pretty simple for this team. Go on full offense in these first 2 stages, then assess how they have to race in stage 3. Continuing with the grid back in row 8, last week's winner Chase Elliott 7 times. He has won at the road courses 2 here at the Roval. Back in row 9, the first driver currently above the cut line, Joey Logano, only 13 points to the good. He'll start next to Cole Custer. Back in row 10, Austin Cindric, a driver that must win, 48 points below coming in. He runs very well at the road courses. Can magic happen for Cindric today? Back in row 11, Justin Haley and Brad Keselowski, a champ back in 2012. Row 12, we have Riley Herbst, who took that crazy ride last week with Zane Smith. We went tumbling down the banking. Back in row 13,
they never made NASCAR Heat 6.
Jr. Row 14, Carson Hocevar and Kyle Busch, the 40-year-old out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Back in row 15, Ryan Preece will start next to Noah Gregson. Marty Snyder.
The one topic in practice yesterday were tires and how quickly they were wearing out for these Cup Series teams. So Joey Logano is going to approach this Roval race a little bit different, almost like it's a Richmond race, a very high-wear racetrack when it comes to the tires. He's going to be trying to taking care of the tires early in the run. But one interesting point, Lee, is that it's much cooler than it was in practice yesterday. I just asked Paul Wolf seconds ago, do you think the cooler temps will play a factor today? He said, I honestly do not. I think we're going to see that same...
Yeah, they never made NASCAR Heat 6.
That's a good point, mate. A lot more clouds coming today for sure. Let's finish off the Bank of America starting grid, the 16th row. Todd Gilliland and Cody Ware in just his second Roval start. Row 17 features Josh Berry and Josh Balicki in the 66. John Hunter Nemechek and Austin Dillon are on row 18, and it's going to be Eric Jones who starts in the 37th position. So that's where all your favorite drivers will line up here today as we check in with...
Yeah, I'm watching football tonight.
Well, if Chase Briscoe
Me and Dom have a big game tonight. Patriots, Bills.
Small set It's a big relief not to be in a must-win situation. However, there is still a ton of stress.
Yeah, Dom said he wasn't going to come for this race. I might try to convince him to come for the other race, though.
Easier. The fact that they really just have to focus on what the 22 of Logano does, staying ahead of him all day will guarantee them a transfer, regardless of who wins today's race.
So much conversation about the Roval because it's so interesting and so chaotic. So let's have a closer look with the Bank of America Track Max. Steve, take us around.
Turns 1 through 7 are basically all the infield. A big focus is at hairpin at turn 7. And then the banking's 8, 9 to the backstretch chicane in turn 10. And then the front stretch chicane is 15, 16, and 17. A combination of second and third gear corners in the slow infield. High speeds north of 150 miles an hour on the banking.
Kim, tell us more.
Yeah, there are a handful of non-playoff drivers who could be in the mix today, including Michael McDowell. The driver of the 71 had a solid practice yesterday, saying the car was very close despite that lack of grip that everybody was suffering. I had a good chat this morning with crew chief Travis Peterson, who told me the Roval is a track that fits the type of things that Michael is good at. Now, what is that? It's being really tidy with how he attacks the track and managing tires. They said this could be an absolute opportunity race for them today, Parker.
And it's definitely an opportunity for another non-playoff driver in Ty Gibbs, who qualified third here today. And I go back to Sonoma in the summer. I talked to this race team as they were going into that race, and Ty had started studying SVG and the things he saw SVG do around the racetrack. As they went into Sonoma, he started to put some of those into practice, and they saw some of the fruits of those labors. As we headed here into the Charlotte Roval, he's been great at the road courses in his short cup career, and great in the Xfinity Series as well. And it's definitely those things that he started to learn, that he saw from SVG, that he's put into practice and could be a threat here to get that first win, Marty.
So, Parker, how will the non-playoff drivers race?
Here's a question for everybody. Who would you guys say this season is your, like, I know this, I don't think this is an award, but like, if it was an award, who would you vote for most improved driver?
And he said it seemed like every time I got
most improved driver.
It was a non-playoff driver that did it to me, and I left Bristol mad. And I know recently how that experience made me feel.
There you go, Jaden.
So I'm going to give them some grace today, the playoff drivers. I'm going to fight for what I need to fight for, and he's clearly
got a serious answer
this afternoon. But he said, I'm going to take it easy around the playoff drivers as much as I can, but still fight for the win.
And he's also been very vocal, Marty, in saying, I don't, just because I'm on the track, I haven't won it yet. Leading the field to green, the official pace car for today's race is the 2025 Toyota GR Supra. Time for a pre-race pep talk with the three-time and defending series champion. Here's Joey Logano at Team Penske.
All right, guys.
Dude, come on. This is why I want to have an actual conversation here.
No matter what, the Roval is unpredictable, so we'll stay calm and fight all the way to the end.
Unpredictable is a key word here, Jeff. How important is turn 1?
Remember that talk we had earlier this year, Jaden?
Well, we've seen in many races at this racetrack, turn 1 has caused a lot of issues. It is a very difficult corner. A left-hander, you climb the hill, then once you get
say Carson Hocevar.
back downhill.
Say it's SVG. Yeah, that's a good pick.
Very difficult start to this race. And remember,
Carson and SVG.
About tire fall off, Steve. Will some guys try to take off?
Honestly, this might sound like a wild one, but I think Ty Dillon has been a very improved driver.
Yeah, easier said than done, right? Trying to go easy in traffic, sometimes you're pushed into something you don't really want to be a part of.
Is it going to be patience? Is it going to be aggression? Is it going to
All right,
be
here we go.
strategy? Is it going to be not getting into somebody else's problem? And
Green flag.
We'll go through.
We're racing from the Roval.
Bank of America, Roval Great start, Tyler Reddick. Shane Van Gisbergen got a little squirrely, and it's Reddick who leads the field into turn 1. Such a tricky section through here. It is a concrete canyon, and it's blind. You're going to get through there safely, which everybody does.
Oh, there, yep. That's your most improved driver right there.
He got shoved into that concrete barrier. He's got to pull away. You see the damage to the right front.
What, bro? What is this?
This 18.
That's your most improved driver.
This year. You know, they just ready for it to end. Nothing has gone right. Yeah, crew chief J.J. Andy Street has taken over crew chiefing this car. The crew chief that Kyle has raced with is moving on next year, so they made the shift, and they didn't get but one set of corners to get it work together. The rest of the field, though, as you pointed out, Diff, clean through the entire infield. Now everybody's up on the banking. The first look at this high-speed backstretch chicane, 155 miles an hour on corner entry.
You've got to think there's a sense of relief for Tyler Reddick to have got to that first turn first, cleanly through. Ty Gibbs is fighting hard with Kyle Larson. Chris Buescher, who qualified really well, he's nicely placed. There's the 17th, fifth third bank forward. We go on boards with thanks to Monster. Here's the replay. Look, bottom, top box. Kyle Busch.
Yeah, kind of late. Couldn't tell if there was contact before you see that lock up. All right, here, let's take a look. Top of your screen. Oh, it looks like he just gets loose and overcorrects.
Bro, this is supposed to be a good race
again, I
for
couldn't
him.
tell if there was contact that got him loose. Either way, result the same, hard into the wall. Yeah, big contact.
That's bullshit.
The fourth straight Roval that Reddick has led. We talked early before the race started. He has 3 road course wins. He's really good at this, Steve.
And now you mentioned the kind of settling in. I think it's really hard that first corner while you're trying to get settled in. But now that they're single file, they can kind of mind their P's and Q's, decide how hard you want to go unless you're being pushed from behind. And that's what's happening right here as you see the 17 kind of pushing and shoving, trying to get to the left of the 54. Up ahead, we have teammates Briscoe and Bell side by side.
Parker Kligerman talked about that corner. They get all the way down to 30 miles per hour. It is chaos down there.
And we spoke earlier about the 19 and that Bass Pro Shops Toyota from Joe Gibbs Racing of Chase Briscoe. He has had a remarkable playoffs. He is the only driver left in the playoffs with a top 10 in every single race, but still yet dances on this delicate line of doing enough today to go through the next phase. And Kyle Busch is headed back to the garage.
Yep, there he goes, to the garage.
Look at these cars, hit these blue turtles. Trying to stay off of them. They're so high. Cars launch up into the air and actually damage the suspension if you hit them too much. Just downhill. That is so downhill into turn 3. We see all the black marks in turn 3. That's because it's downhill. It's hard to get the car to stop. See a lot of tire lockup at that part of the racetrack.
You already start to see that Goodyear tire kind of balling up and being thrown off. You talk about tire fall off and all of the things go along with that. But I think once sometimes
SVG! A big dive Try to make a big dive bomb there. Not going to work. Maybe it works.
Nope. But he'll have a good exit. What I was getting ready to say about all that debris, it becomes a very one-groove racetrack through the infield. You get offline, you pick up all that debris, your tires can pick up a big shake. We'll have to keep an eye on that as we go.
Didn't even complete a lap.
Tyler Reddick looking back at Shane Van Gisbergen.
It was an interesting battle into turn 7, Jeff. I think the 45, the fact that he just gave the 88 the bottom, allowed the 45 to roll the top and keep momentum on corner exit.
What makes it more interesting, you think about last year's race, Tyler Reddick was one of the guys that was really aggressive in that part of the racetrack, making passes. Let's go back in the pack. A lot of action here. Josh Berry,
Cody Ware, and it was John Hunter Nemechek, the 42 behind.
Now, they missed the corner, so they're going to come to a complete stop, serve their penalty, and then launch again.
This was an extraordinary race a year ago for Tyler Reddick. He won the opening stage and then got into trouble. Remember where he got, like, the rear wheels were like airborne? It was like a motocross bike endo, and he ran into Denny Hamlin at turn 7. The car was damaged. The crew just continually worked on it. He did so many trips down pit lane and came back to go through to the next phase. It was incredible. He doesn't want to go through that today, Jeff. He wants to stay out in front.
Let's see if SVG does the same thing. Headed here to turn 7. See different lines. This time he stays way out for a long time. He's going to try to get underneath Reddick.
What that allows him to do is stay a little closer on exit. We'll see if he can get a little bit of a draft here. I don't know if he's close enough. Reddick doing a really nice job.
They have driven away from everybody else. 2 seconds ahead of Larson.
Oh, look at the run that Van Gisbergen's got.
Oh, here comes SVG on the outside. Trying to take the lead.
SVG is on the high side.
And what looks like the outside now will instantly become
great battle here.
Stretch chicane. I think he is in the
Reddick, SVG.
I think the 45 is going to have to concede here in the braking zone.
And, yep, SVG to the lead.
Sneaks its way through to the lead. And Van Gisbergen is out in front where everybody expected him to be.
It's important now for Tyler just to kind of settle in here. Made a mistake in the rear chicane. It's okay. Let's settle in here. Let's just keep him in sight. Watch Tyler Reddick. He just doesn't line it up right. Watch this curve. Boom, he hits that curve, and now the car is aimed in the wrong direction. Look at the difference with SVG.
SVG's starting to pull away.
His car hit the curve, but it was pointed correctly. Watch right here. It's a great shot of it. Watch how they're aimed. See how he had to slow down? The 88 turned his car and then hit the curb. The 45 hit the curb before the car was turned. See here? 88's pointed the right direction. Now he has forward momentum. Game over.
You mentioned turtles, the blue turtles before. That kind of sounds cute. But Steve, when we did the track tour with DJ yesterday, and we got out and stopped and we went over there, they're anything but cute. They are big and brutal.
Yeah, there's a few that have been painted by some local school children in the face of a turtle, but I can tell you they are mean to a race car. And it's not the red and white area. The red and white area is a very acceptable amount of curbing, but something has to define the course, and that's what that blue, very large metal kind of curb looks like. And as you mentioned, you know, it can be very difficult to the racetrack. I like what they've done here on the front stretch. You're going to see on the right-hand side a tire barrier. So right there's the turtle, and right there's the tire barrier. What I love about the tire barrier is it really defines.
Bro, they actually put a turtle on there.
So there's no real shortcutting this track.
That's
right
crazy.
Here. I'm a big fan of racing within the limits of the track. Now, I'm not a big fan of having to enforce track limits by cameras. That's very difficult and it's hard to do. I like when it's just natural for the drivers to want to stay in bounds.
9th straight road course race that this man here, Shane Van Gisbergen of Trackhouse Racing, has led. There's the Kiwi. He's easy going, but he's mean behind the wheel of a race car.
Everyone say that I am too young to do my own thing, but I know they're wrong. You see, mama not worried, and papa never did. I'm just a little bitty girl like a whole lot of kids.
Bro, SVG is crazy right now. He's just pulling the fuck away.
What would you like the power to do? Bank of America.
This is how you make crispy Korean fried chicken.
Wi-Fi speeds as fast as home, even when you're on the go.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get a free large drink in the Sonic app this month only. That's one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher plus a free large drink when you order in the app. It's the QB1 of burger deals.
So there I was, scrolling eBay,
When I saw this.
still in the box. It's like the exact same one my mom wore.
This whole time, it was right there on eBay.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
Larson's trying to come up and pass Reddick. It's kind of like a
customize my car insurance.
train
So I
right
think of
there.
What I need. What a great day. What an okay day. What a messed up.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
One last exhale. Fitting, isn't it? The final shot at the Championship 4 comes down to a track that's been here from day one.
Their last short track challenge of the season.
Martinsville. Close quarters, tight corners, and a fan experience that brings you so close to the action, all of the mayhem will be right at your fingertips. NASCAR Playoffs weekend at Martinsville Speedway. Get your tickets now at martinsvillespeedway.com.
The NBA kicks off a new era on NBC and Peacock. Rockets, Thunder, Warriors, Lakers. NBA tip-off, October 21st on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
NASCAR Cup Series playoffs continue here on USA from Charlotte, the Bank of America Roval 400, and there is racing all up and down the field. And a quick reminder for all NASCAR fans, you can scan the QR code or visit NASCAR.com/Ford Playoffs promo to enter your chance to win a 2025 Ford Bronco Heritage Edition or an epic Bronco off-rodeo experience. Don't wait, enter now, and good luck. Ty Gibbs trying to fend off Chris Buescher. That's for 4th place, and this has been going on for several laps now. Monster on board, Ty Gibbs, have a listen.
Bring Randall back. Oh my god.
Good. Center to the second.
You didn't even have a full race to be able to judge.
You see that the 5 has gone by, the 45 just right there at the backstretch chicane. Now the 45's under attack.
Bring
for
fucking JGR and M&M's back.
I think if he has a spot, no, Gibbs kind of goes through single file. A little bit of patience out of the 54. Parker, what are you hearing on the 5?
Well, we're just 9 laps into this first stage here, Steve. We know the talk of the town has been the high tire wear. And one of the things this 5 team has been telling Kyle Larson is out his exits, out of some of the chicanes, how he's comparing to the 88 car and how straight that car is. Because how do you conserve your tires? Well, you simply don't want to slide them. And so what Kyle Larson's been focusing on is straight exits, and it seems to be working here as we go later in this run. He's taking care of those rear tires. Marty.
Parker, this is what Tyler Reddick in the 45 camp was worried about, kind of losing speed the longer they ran. On lap 2, Billy Scott reminded him on the radio, hey, take care of your tires, especially your rear tires. Listen to this radio.
Larson is past Reddick for 2nd.
Between 5 and 6, much like, between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
So, Steve, would you be reminding your driver on the 2nd lap of the race, hey, make sure you're taking care of your tires. That's how critical it is today.
2nd lap, 2nd corner, every lap. I would be reminding my drivers the strategy today is very simple. You are running a 1985 race at Darlington. Every time you slide a tire, the good is gone. It doesn't come back. I love it. It's very throwback. It's very old school. We've seen this sometimes like at Sonoma, Jeff, but I don't remember this on other road courses as now we see
Syndic misses it.
Who has missed the backstretch chicane.
He serves his penalty.
And to try to avoid things like that. And that's going to become easier as the tires wear. It's not just lap time. It's when you are dancing on the edge of grip. It's very easy to slide over it and make a mistake.
When you have tires that start wearing out on a road course, it hurts braking force. The car does not slow down. It doesn't corner. It doesn't leave under acceleration. It does everything worse. Watch this move Christopher Bell tried to make on his teammate. Getting into this front stretch chicane. Watch this. He tries to outbrake him, but look at the speed he's carrying. He's going so fast he can't make the corner. And then the 6 team of Allmendinger saw it, and he took advantage of it. He ends up taking the spot. The 19 of Briscoe loses 2 on the front straightaway.
The Dinger said, while you guys are fighting it out, I'll just breeze on through on the inside. This is Tyler Reddick with a significant lockup. That's what allowed.
That's the 2nd time we've seen Reddick miss the entry into that rear stretch chicane. And then the 2 lost of track position. We just saw him have trouble, and then matters got worse.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Syndic got spun. What a bitch.
It doesn't take much.
Fuck Syndic.
Steve, that's a great point. We see contact all the time, and cars don't necessarily spin, but with these tires falling off over 3 seconds in 9 laps, any nudge at all, your car does not have the grip to keep from spinning out.
This was not in the plan for Austin Cindric. He's the 12th and final driver in the playoff standings. He needed a brilliant day, a brilliant weekend, and he is up against it. We got takers on pit road.
Yeah, this tire fall off is so bad. I heard some whispers of even pitting. Remember, they can run 35 laps on fuel, so this isn't a fuel decision. This is just simply a math equation, Parker, that says you can run faster on new tires even with a pit stop.
Right, it's just simply the start of this, when this window sort of opens, when you talk to most teams, is going onto pit road after lap 10 or about lap 10 through lap 15. If you want to split these stages, it's going to be 4 Goodyear tires for Daniel Suarez and have the extra grip of those tires.
So one thing interesting about the Roval is just the way pit road cuts off the front stretch chicane and turn 1. You just don't lose a lot of time. You lose about 25 seconds to come change.
So Suarez pitted there.
So if your tires can go 4 or 5 seconds faster, you can easily make up more time. Now we see the first playoff car
hit pit road. The 2 of Cindric, Marty.
He went from 17th to 36th for Austin Cindric after that backstretch chicane, and another problem for Cindric. There you see it again. That's why he kind of fell further back through the field. They're putting on scuffs here, Steve, not sticker tires for Austin Cindric. A little bit fresher tires, but not as good as sticker tires.
Well, they only have basically 6 sets of stickers in their qualifiers in their pits. So if you know you're going to use every tire available, you might as well go ahead and just burn your qualifiers up, because here's Cindric back on the racetrack all by himself. He's about 25-30 seconds in front of the leaders, about 30 seconds behind anybody else. He's
There was other NBA games so far this month, Andy. They already played a few preseason games.
A whole wave coming to pit road. You see Blaney, you're on board with Briscoe, who'll turn left, stop in service of his crew, Kim.
Yeah, Briscoe just complaining super loose on the big track, so just that kind of balance of getting it right in the infield portion with the oval portion is giving him a little trouble. As we look at Chase Elliott, bottom right, finishing up that pit stop. He's one of the drivers I haven't heard major complaints. He said it's respectable right now, Marty.
Kim, when I talked to Jonathan Hassler, the crew chief for Ryan Blaney this morning, he said, one thing I can tell you, I'm glad we have advanced. They don't have to worry about the chaos today.
A lot of people pitting now. They're honestly pitting a lot earlier than I thought they would. I thought they would want to, like, you know, flip the stage, like the final few laps of the stage.
The drivers and crew chiefs will tell you they set the cars up more for the infield than the oval. The oval's not a big deal, but Kim brought up that point from the Briscoe said about getting loose in the oval park. Watch Kyle Larson earlier through NASCAR turn 4. The tail end of these cars are getting very loose, and it is a lot in the driver's hands. Up over the blind crest through turn 6. Here they're coming up to turn 7.
You gonna show the replay that you were talking about, or?
Shows you just how tight this is. Look to the left, back up onto the big track. Van Gisbergen has not even thought about coming to pit road just yet. He boasts a 2.6 second lead. Make that a little bit more now over Kyle Larson. Kim standing by.
Yeah, you see that Busch light onboard from Ross Chastain. Early in the run, tight rolling all the corners compared to yesterday. Then the areas in turn 5 and 6, he was slipping the rears. At the end of this run, Parker, he said all 4 tires feel like balloons, just way overinflated.
And Chris Roval had said something I haven't heard many drivers say, that he was actually tight inside that race car trying to get into turn. They let him know late on the run that he was doing well in having pace considering in saving his rear.
And Kyle's back on track. Oh yeah, 11 laps down.
Not the best on road courses, but maybe this chaos is an opportunity, Marty.
As he promised, Joey Logano towards the front end of pit road took it very easy early in that run. Lost a couple spots, was able to gain some track position.
Yeah, he completed a lap.
From the Hunt Brothers onboard pizza camera. Joey Logano heading back out on the track like everybody else, just saying absolutely no grip out here at the Roval.
It's a long lap.
13 laps left to go in this opening stage.
I think what's interesting right now, Steve, is how hard do you run these tires? Typically, you put new tires on, you just go run as fast as you can. Just don't worry about tire wear. But today, are you better off saving a little bit, not going out and laying a real fast lap time down, so over the course of the run, the average speed is better.
Well, as you see on the bottom left, a penalty for John Hunter. Nemechek too fast entering pit road. The challenge for all these cars is Noah Gragson, the 4 that just passed, they have a huge tire advantage, but Noah's yet to pit, so you have to use some tire to kind of get by those guys. And I'll be honest, the advantage SVG has is he had such a great race car, I don't see why he needs to pit. The guys on new tires are barely running faster than the leader. So right now, I think SVG could just kind of stay out here in a Sunday cruise and wait till the stage ends. There's 12 drivers yet to come to pit road, and the race being led by more than 4.5 seconds by Shane Van Gisbergen over Kyle Larson, then Tyler Reddick, the pole sitter, is some 8 seconds adrift now of the race leader, and Buescher and Allmendinger.
Yes, Suarez, he just ran an 89 flat. That is only 1.3 seconds faster than SVG, Parker.
As we look at Kyle Larson there, exiting out of turn 7. Something interesting down in his pit. His pit crew was on the wall with sticker tires.
Well, look at those tire wear.
Teams put on. But one option you have is your qualifying scuff set, basically. I saw them take the stickers off the wall. They put up this
Kyle Busch was off
for
a while. That's why it said that.
To utilize these at the end of the stage.
I like that plan, Parker. I think just using them up early is the right way. We're here in the 88. Might come to pit road this time.
probably just afraid he's losing too much time. Jeff, you mentioned the lap time, right?
And here comes SVG to pit road.
The 88 will come off the banking onto pit road. The 5 as well. I'm sure we'll chase him off in the distance.
Larson's
there
coming.
the 5 of Larson. If you're the 88 and you have such a speed advantage, this is when you're basically
Busher will
chewing
stay
your
out.
nails. You do not want to make a mistake and give up track position with a penalty. Parker.
And it's been really interesting listening to Kyle Larson's radio as Cliff Daniels has been giving him constant updates.
Do you think no tires will be available at the end of stage 3? I don't know.
About in terms of his
We'll have to see.
and telling him he's been doing a good job in keeping the rear tires on this car, Marty.
Just like Larson, SVG coming down pit road on the same lap, also going to go with scuffed tires as well. A little bit longer on the left rear there. They debated on running this all the way until about lap 23, but SVG just said there's absolutely no rear grip left in the 88, so he heads back out on the track.
88 should easily be the first car to have pitted. There's the 5. He's going to be racing this 54 right here of Gibbs, who pitted a couple laps ago. So you see what 2 laps on fresher tires did for Ty Gibbs. He closed right up to the rear bumper of the 5 of Larson. Now you would imagine the new tires is going to help the 5. Busher remained on the racetrack with Reddick, Wallace, Kozlowski, Zane Smith all yet to pit. So the top 5 cars maybe trying to nurse these tires all the way to the finish, save a set of tires. Let's just see what they have to do. We still have 11 laps to go in the first stage.
Good opening stage by this driver here, Ty Gibbs in the 54 Monster Camry.
The heavier items on the bottom.
Let's let him do his job.
Right.
Young homeowners love to get involved with everything.
Latte for Jan?
We got a latte for Jan. Remember, you don't work here. Latte for Jan?
I think the chicken marsala. Ooh, I would not have that.
Julie. Jan, Jan as in January.
Canned goods, OJ, root beer, then probably sandwich cookies.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Could be Jan, I guess. Jan?
Shop bestsellers at Ashley, where no matter what your holiday traditions are, you're always at home. Whether you're making extra room with our extendable dining tables or creating the perfect cozy space with our modular seating, shop holiday deals and make lifelong memories with Ashley.
When it comes to your wireless plan, don't settle for less. Get more with a free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk. More ways to connect. Stream the last lap of the race. And when you spend less with Straight Talk, you can get more moments to yourself by getting something for them. Switch to Straight Talk and get a free 5G phone on us, on America's most reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, official partner of NASCAR. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
$7 for a coffee? Nah. How about Sonic Salted Caramel Toffee Iced Coffee with cold foam for only $2.99? It's the fancy without the pricey. Better yet, try it for free with any purchase in the Sonic app.
Did they pit that early because their tires were actually that bad?
Let Gazoo Racing break it down for you. NASCAR
What's
is a
the deal
bracket
there?
system with eliminations at 16, 12, 8, and 4. How to advance, win races, or survive the cut. Outlast the pack, finish first among the championship 4, and you're doing donuts in victory lane. And trust me, Toyota's ready for victory lane. Now you're up to speed. You in?
I'm gonna go with everything on the menu.
There's no better way to see a new town than to eat your way through it.
Everything on the menu.
Seemed like it.
Ron Sperman premieres Friday,
Who got some
October
contact
24th
there?
in USA.
Damn.
There is some wild racing going on here in the Bank of America Roval 400. From Ryan Blaney in 10th to Daniel Suarez to Chase Briscoe to AJ Allmendinger. This was crazy.
You just have such a combination. The 6 right there, that blue and white car, he's yet to come to pit road. He knows this is a bad situation currently, but he's trying to save a set of tires. Then Briscoe says, I'll try 4 wide. The 38 is like, I don't want to be here, but I have to go through. And Brad Kozlowski finally says, Uncle, I'm going to lift because I know I don't have the grip. Check this out on the onboard.
I see a gap. 4 wide at the Roval.
This isn't going to work. You said it, Steve, though. Just a difference in pace between new tires and older tires.
The Bank of America fan cam, and the fans are loving it here at Charlotte Motor Speedway on this elimination race to determine who will be the drivers in the round of 8.
Chris, yeah, sorry, Div. I was going to say, Busher's yet to pit, right? Reddick's second?
Yeah.
So Busher has 8 seconds over
SVG on the last lap just cut 4 seconds off.
Faster on the fresher tires.
Bush's
so
lead.
I think there's really
That's
two
crazy.
choices, Kim. These guys can either pit with 3 laps to go, or they could run all the way to the end of the stage. What are you hearing?
Yeah, after that kind of green flag cycle, they came on the radio and told Chris Buescher that this play that they're seeing other teams do, they don't think is really any faster. So they told him, manage the tires as much as you can, because if we can run it out, it should put us in a really good spot with an extra set of tires. So I think they're intending to go through the end of the stage for the 17.
Kim, I'm going to call them half right. I love the idea of saving an extra set of tires. I think they're dead on. But I do think pitting is faster, because I think when traffic gets to them, Jeff, they're going to be pushed offline, and I think they're going to lose a lot of spots really, really quick. For sure, this 88's coming through. 45.
Yeah, SVG is definitely going to pass him now before the end of this stage.
Look how much better the fresher tires.
So Buescher might be trying to save a set of tires, but I mean, he's still going to lose the lead.
You can get past. Is that really
I feel very confident of that.
Silly, Jeff, but I think if you can just do it without getting offline and getting stuff out of your tires.
Where you get past is really important. If you get past, say you get on the outside here, you see all the tire rubber that's built up on the racetrack, you can lose 4 or 5 seconds. So you can help. You're just trying to make the best average lap time you can if you're Tyler Reddick and you're Chris Buescher. So kind of letting those guys by at the right time is actually better for you.
Marty?
Lee, what's the plan for the 45 team and Tyler Reddick? Listen in.
Doing fine here. A lot of guys are breaking this up. It's going to definitely up on tires, so we'll just stick to our plan right now.
So Billy Scott agrees with Scott Graves in saying, hey, I think this is going to put us at a tire advantage later. But you saw one problem, Steve. That's the fact that SVG was literally 4.5 seconds, now 5 seconds faster than Tyler Reddick. The other problem is when they line up to start stage 2, they're planning on flipping the stage here for the 45 team. When they line up to start stage 2, they'll have a couple laps on those tires with brand new stickers lining up behind them. That's the issue with the 45 strategy. We'll see how it plays out, but they are trying to save a set of tires for later as more cars go by Tyler Reddick.
We're just going to have to see what they do, whether they decide to pit with 3 to go or run the stage out. Reddick doing a really nice job of kind of holding his line, forcing the others to get offline. You see the back of that car dancing around. Really very little rear grip.
Remember, what they're banking on is that they will have an extra set of tires, right?
That's right.
They have one pathway to make the next round of the playoffs for this car, and that's to win the race, right? So they're going to give up some track position and hope they get a chaotic race where a lot of people are having to pit, put new tires on. And we can see if you have new tires, it's a big advantage. So willing to give up some now to potentially have an advantage later.
Hopefully have something later. 5.5 laps to go in this opening stage of the Bank of America Roval 400. Here comes SVG on Chris Buescher. Van Gisbergen's already been down pit road, already got some fresh tires.
And SVG to the lead.
WeatherTech Chevrolet for Trackhouse is back in the lead again. Is it going the way you thought it was going to go? Many would say yes, maybe some no. A long way to go.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Valvoline Restore and Protect, a first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like new. Restore and Protect, another first from Valvoline.
When you're young, you don't just get handed trust. You have to earn it by hand. You listen and ask questions and see the way things have always been, but like never before. You realize time doesn't make something timeless. Standards do. So if you want your name to last forever, you have to build your legacy one step at a time.
Your new bike is officially protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurer. We can now safely go wherever the wind takes us.
That's right.
It was one of those books that smelled bad, but in a good way, you know? Oh, man. Oh, didn't think this through, did you? Nope. You go without me. The owner and I aren't on speaking terms. Apparently the refills are limited. Okay. It's not okay.
This race is being brought to you by Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? As we ride on board with Bubba Wallace, with thanks to Xfinity Mobile, got so close last weekend in Kansas. A corner away, 2 corners away, and that unfortunate collision with his team boss, one of his team bosses and co-owner Denny Hamlin's been a big topic of discussion this week. Bubba told everybody yesterday that he and Denny spoke here on site yesterday, and they have cleared the air. Is the Busch Light #1 Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing of Ross Chastain as he makes that move on Chris Buescher. Different strategies playing out there.
Yeah, Buescher's just doing a nice job, much like Reddick, you know, kind of holding his line, understanding, you know, there's times to defend and times not. As you see the car wiggle even on the high bank. So Buescher's going to come to pit road right here, I believe. He is.
And Chris Buescher's pitting here.
Along with AJ Allmendinger. So these cars are all flipping the stage. So what they're doing is coming to get in their tires right now. And then they'll stay out at the end of the stage. So what's going to be interesting to see is how fast these cars run after their pit stop, Kim.
Yeah, and we kind of heard the radio of the 17 talk about the possibility of running it out. At one point, about 2 laps ago, they said, we hear your rear grip is going away. We will be ready if you need it. So they will flip this stage, Marty.
AJ Allmendinger also going to flip this stage along with Brian Blaney getting some fresh Goodyear tires. Tyler Reddick also will come down pit road as well. He fell all the way back
the Hurricane.
After starting on the pole today. Michael Jordan is
You're never eating at Host of Ours Chili's. You definitely would if you were there.
Word about the handling of the race car. We'll see if this strategy pays off for those fresher tires that will be available to them later in the race, Kim.
And his teammate Bubba Wallace also taking the opportunity to pit. It's been a struggle this entire run. In fact, early in the run, he said, guys, I am already struggling. So just trying to hang on to that 23.
Boy, that was close. Sorry, Marty, go ahead.
I was going to say it's been a frustrating race for Austin Cindric. He's coming down pit road as well. There he hits his pit stall. He has been back in 36 for much of this race after missing the backstretch chicane a couple of times. 4 fresh Goodyear tires will certainly help here, pitting before the end of stage 1.
Yeah, it's been a rough day. Been a rough start for the 2 from Team Penske, the Menards Ford.
Steve, you said it. All these guys that are pitting right now, they're going to go as slow as they can, I would imagine, and stay in the lead lap. Austin Cindric, however, is not that far ahead of SVG, so he's not going to be able to ride around as much as everyone else trying to save tire.
Well, let's listen into the 45 radio.
All right, sure, back to your rhythm now. Just taking care of them here, running 3 laps total. Just maintain your gas here, that's what you're looking for.
So, you know, I think this works if you can run really, really, really slow. But I don't know how well you can take care of your tires and still run lap time. I think they will, you know, cool off and refire better. But, you know, you see them not attacking, just kind of setting back. You heard take care of them again, right? They don't want him engaging because, remember, they're going to stay out in 2 more laps. So he's stuck on these tires. And Reddick's like, but I can pass him. I want to pass him.
You may have noticed Reddick's exit from pit road. It was super close, Jeff, with Cole Custer.
It really was. Custer and they were side by side, and it is narrow on pit exit. The other thing that we starting to learn about tire wear is also, it happens under braking. You start to take some speed out of car as you're braking as far as wear on the tire. So you want to just roll speed, not use a lot of brake, not use a lot of throttle. Believe it or not, there's an art to saving tires, not just going slow. It's how do you go slow.
So this is the final lap of the stage.
This is the pit exit we talked about. It's a 90-degree corner. The wall on the outside, that was tight. Spotters did a great job right there.
Sure did. Final lap of this opening stage. And Shane Van Gisbergen has been in control for some 16 laps. There's MJ.
Hey, there's Michael Jordan.
Watching on. He was so proud of Tyler Reddick here a year ago as he confirmed his spot through into the next round, the round of 8. How's the day going to play out for one of his drivers? Here is the WeatherTech Chevy.
So you have the 88 who's going to easily win this stage. Well, it's really impressive is look at the playoff bubble, right? So the 88 leading, the 5 of Larson second. I love what they did. These stage points should basically mathematically advance him. He came so far above, soaring some points, mission accomplished. 20th bell, maybe not mathematic, but he has to feel good. But the 1 of Chastain, Jeff, the first driver out, came in 13 points behind. 5th in stage 1, Joey Logano nowhere to be found. So that 13-point deficit is instantly basically cut in half with a 5th place finish. So for the 1 of Chastain, looking at 3 separate races.
And SVG is going to come around.
Great job by the 1 car.
And with an 8-second lead, SVG will win stage 1 at the Roval.
Stage 1. That's SVG's first stage win here at the Roval. And it's his 4th career stage win. We were just talking about Ross Chastain here in the Busch Light Chevy. Nice
Reddick didn't get any stage points
as far
there.
As the big picture story of making it through.
See Chase Briscoe right there. He's not completely safe either. He got points, finishing 7th. The Toyota Cam.
But a 38-minute, 6-second green flag run to start the race.
Drivers doing what they needed to do.
I'm going to go outside and smoke it. I'll be back for the start of stage 2.
And everybody doing as we thought, chasing this man here, Shane Van Gisbergen. Stage 1 complete, stage break coming up.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Sometimes things fall right into place, but other times they just fall.
No. What was that?
But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Awesome.
And SafeLight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road.
All set. Here you go.
Thank you.
Take care. Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeLight.com.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
In 2023, Oakland lost its 3rd major sports franchise, and so that was the catalyst that brought the Oakland Ballers into fruition. Running a baseball team is like running multiple businesses in one. Gusto, taking care of the payroll and HR aspects of that, has allowed us to focus on baseball. I'm not an HR person, I'm not a payroll person. It's helped me build HR and payroll organizations. The Ballers are our way of giving back to the city of Oakland, and quite frankly, we couldn't have done it without Gusto.
Something special. Big throw to the end zone. Yes! What a catch! That was
William Mattar's been a great brother, but I was surprised to learn how many people knew it was my brother.
William Mattar's on this?
Oh, brother.
Because when Big Insurance finds out that he's on a car crash case,
So who's on this?
They hired William Mattar.
Oh, brother.
the word travels fast.
You know, they got Matar on this. Matar? Oh, brother.
Hurt in a car? Call my brother, William Mattar. 444-4444.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate to put the world on pause. Lindor, made to melt you by the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Chipotle's carne asada is back. It's our most tender cuts of steak, grilled and seasoned with cumin, oregano, and coriander. Finished with fresh lime and hand-chopped cilantro. Carne asada, This is our best steak ever.
NASCAR on USA is brought to you by Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Toyota, let's go places. And by Progressive. Save when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit progressive.com. Bank of America building in Uptown Charlotte and Bank of America fan cam. Great to see so many people here enjoying this Sunday afternoon, just north of the Queen City, here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Need to tell you that Valvoline Global, Hendrick Motorsports and Blood Cancer United are teaming up to bring awareness to pediatric blood cancer on one of racing's biggest stages. In a unique collaboration with September's Blood Cancer Awareness Month, the partners have unveiled a one-of-a-kind paint scheme on NASCAR Cup Series regular season champion William Byron's number 24 Valvoline Chevrolet. Enjoying VIP treatment today are the local children responsible for the inspiring artwork. Well done, kids. And a great cause.
A great cause, and near and dear to Mr. Hendrick's heart, a leukemia survivor himself. So I know he spoke about it some this week when they unveiled the paint scheme, but I know it's very important to the organization, to Valvoline, to everybody on board. It's a great cause. It's great to see. It's a good-looking car. I checked it out in the garage area. And doing what William Byron needs to do. Only ninth doesn't seem like much, but some points scored for the Valvoline team there, the 24 car, that Valvoline on board. I'll bring up real quick, I know it's been chaotic with green flag pit stops, but just keep this in mind with what we expect to see a wave of yellow flag pit stops here. Other than Mexico City, these are surprisingly the shortest pit boxes on the series. You don't think that, right? Big Charlotte Motor Speedway. You think pit road should be fine. Well, keep in mind, they're very, very small, so these crew chiefs have got to be very clear with their drivers. Remember Bell, race one at Darlington, pulling out, smashed the nose of his race car. So guys like Paul Wolf right here, they're going to have to be very clear with their intentions to get their drivers in and out of the pit box. How about Chase Briscoe, Kim?
Yeah, lots of drivers complaining about cars, including Chase Briscoe. Needs lateral grip, but he's got another complaint. Take a listen.
I don't know if we have, I definitely need a cold water with a hole in the top. And I don't know if you guys have anything like nausea medicine, something I can take.
Oh boy, that doesn't sound good for Chase Briscoe.
Hey, now listen, if it's nerves nausea, I'm okay with it. But if it's stomach bug nausea, then that's going to be a long day.
Yeah, I've been in that situation, and certainly it's worse under caution, right? Now you're like, oh no, what's wrong with me? Do I have a major problem here, right? You're thinking about it. Can you give me some medicine? Give me something to take. Just give him a placebo.
This is going to fix it.
There you go, good.
Pit road has been a topic of conversation, Kim Coon, during these playoffs. Let's see how they handle the pressure this time by.
Yeah, Ross Chastain said, I'm just so tight in seven. In fact, tight everywhere, but I do feel like I turned better than the last set of tires. So right now I also need more rear grip, so they did make an air pressure adjustment, Parker.
Same comments from Christian Bell, who finished fourth in stage one, just said he's tight in that car, was losing the rear tires the last 3 laps. For Kyle Larson, he was asking the team if NASCAR was planning to sweep the marbles off the track, considering where he's going to restart, Marty.
Shane Van Gisbergen told his team it was better, but today is going to be all about taking care of the rears. Everybody's going to talk about that. That 88 team will lose a spot here on pit road, and Ross Chastain overshoots it, leaving pit road. What a fantastic stage one it was for that team, but how many spots will he lose right there?
It's going to be interesting to see how NASCAR scores that, because you're technically scored at the yellow line, which is the end of pit road. So right here, watch the one car. He's going to cross the yellow line right there. And then, so we know he doesn't make the corner, locks up the tires, so I could see that A, he gets a spot back, or I could say B, he loses a spot because he didn't maintain pace car speed. We'll get NASCAR's ruling when we return.
Before taking Breztri for my COPD, I had bad days. Days ruined by flare-ups that could permanently damage my lungs. Then, I talked to my doctor about Breztri, and I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, my lung function improved. Breztri also helped improve my symptoms, and was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. Now, I worry less about bad days and enjoy more good days.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about breast treat for COPD.
There goes Jordan Stoll.
Jordan, you got company. Are those saw blades? Jordan, move, get! And that's how you promote the Winter Olympics.
That's your whole pitch.
Nope, Jordan.
I'm back. And Kyle Larson has just advanced to the round of 8. With that finish in second place finish in stage 1.
Don't wait. Ask your doctor about another treatment option. Learn more at ISM/MyVerizon.
There's one law firm that effectively handles the most serious personal injury cases.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Porter Law Group.
I saw out of the corner of my eye, because I was watching on my phone, but I saw out of the corner of my eye that he did something weird, but I was looking at something else.
Providing their clients with the answers and
So I want to
justice
see it.
they deserve. The Porter Law Group. You only get one chance to hire the right law firm. The Porter Law Group. Don't settle for less.
Hey fans, quick reminder, when in Las Vegas, stay where the races stay. That's at the South Point Hotel, Casino and Spa. The ultimate pit stop on the Las Vegas Strip. South Point, everything you want, all under the one roof. Well, we've got everything we want here, all at the one racetrack of action. And plenty of things to talk about in this elimination race of the playoffs, especially this exit off pit road by Ross Chastain.
Major mistake by Ross Chastain. He was just carrying too much pace and could not turn. He ended up having to stop and watch all the cars go by.
He didn't hit the wall, though.
So he wasn't involved in a wreck. He just simply made a mistake. Here he is stopped. All these cars go by him, and he is going to line up where he rolls back in.
Check
Just
this
simply
out.
misses it. Just simply misses it.
He looks left, and then he's like, oh, I'm not going to make it left. So here's the ruling, right? He scored relative to the 71 right here. But then as soon as he doesn't maintain the speed of the rest of the field, when he goes straight and stops, all these cars that are passing him, in my mind, that is no different than shutting the car off under yellow and it's stalling and cars driving by you on the racetrack. You can lose position under yellow. I think that's different than if everyone stops because they have to let the field by. You see right here, here's the onboard. He turns the wheel, watch it go straight. It just isn't reacting.
Well, he turned too late. He just didn't get pointed quick enough. And look, you just talked about before the end of that stage the points that he earned compared to Joey Logano. He would have come off pit road in 15th.
Yeah.
He is now 30th.
Oh.
And Joey Logano came off pit road in 18th. That is a major mistake.
We were just singing his praises before that round of stops. Let's check in with our Hall of Famer, Dale Jarrett. DJ, what did you make of that?
Yeah, well, we were going to talk about how great a job Ross Chastain did there, getting those points that he needed to close that gap with Joey Logano. Giving these spots back is going to be very difficult there. The other thing is, now we have a shorter stage. Steve, is anybody going to think about trying to run it any longer here?
That's a great question, DJ. Because of these yellows, we're going to restart with 21 to go. So the whole idea of saving a set of tires is 4 laps easier on this stage right here. Although I don't know if easy and tire life go together today. It does seem to be a pretty big challenge.
Well, they're going to come in to the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone. It's going to be crucial, so important. And you've got a Roval winner in AJ Allmendinger at the front of this pack with Chris Buescher.
SVG's restarting about 12th place. He's the first car on new tires. Larson actually beat him off pit road. So actually Larson, SVG side by side.
Here we go, back to action. Great start, AJ Allmendinger. And look at Ryan Blaney in the 12 around the outside. That was brilliant. Here comes Van Gisbergen on the inside.
Contact with Ian Larson.
That Valvoline race off pit road was brilliant by the 5 team, but now Trackhouse responds in the form of SVG. They're in the midst of the pack though. Different strategies at play. 3 wide through there as Austin Cindric gets shuffled out.
And Larson doing a nice job of letting the 88, either by choice or by design, kind of punch his way through. This 88, watch right here, that white car, middle of the screen. There's no way he doesn't think another position into this hairpin. There you go. To the outside, rolling the top. The 5 rolls the bottom. The 88's going to pass the 41 on the outside. Probably has enough tire to out-accelerate the 41, and instantly look up the road at the 48 on the backstretch.
Van Gisbergen got nailed there last year by Carson Hocevar with just 48 laps to go, and he will have learned a lot from that maiden experience in Cup Series racing here at the Roval as he picks his way through traffic.
And this is where SVG's so good, is that his momentum can go from back to front so quick, right, Jeff? Like, he backed the corner up to be on offense. That's 6 or 7 spots in just a lap, and it's working, gapping to the 5.
Well, Larson was right behind him. Now there's 2 cars in between him.
We saw this the first year we ever saw him run it at Chicago Street Course. He passed people in corners that I didn't believe were passing zones. He proved us wrong. Look at this mess. I don't know if that's a passing zone or a fighting zone. All of the above.
And Chastain's right back here in the middle of it. His life just became way more difficult because of that problem on pit road. The 42 car, John Hunter Nemechek, you see him?
Look at this. And Briscoe not feeling well. And he's going to be on the outside now, the inside of Chastain.
Outside to the dashing advantage, leaving that Chastain giving him no room.
The team were able to get Chase Briscoe an ice pack, which he put in under his race suit and just on his chest, and then zipped the race suit back up again. By the way, we've reached a stage of this race, and with points accumulation already, that Kyle Larson has clinched his way into the round of 8.
Oh, the 48, what a nice
looks like fell.
Back in line, and look what the draft does.
That's a good shot of doing it at the end of stage 2.
Between the push from the 20 and the toe off the 5, unfortunately, he just can't hold off the late breaking 20 of Bell.
That was beautiful.
And that's a tire advantage. That's about 3 green flag laps, the way the strategy's working out. Normally, 3 laps doesn't matter. That's what I love about this tire, is it does not allow this race to be called simple and easy as it always has. And I agree with that because I'm sitting up here and I don't have to call it. So the tougher it is, Diff, the better.
Well, look, and also that creates opportunity. The truth of the matter is, the more difficult it becomes, someone's going to take advantage of it. It creates an opportunity to do something better when you have tires or whatever, a track that's challenging. The best rise to the top. Look at this battle right here, the 54 car. 23 above Bubba Wallace, a little contact. Just a little nudge.
Here's Ross Chastain's view out the back of the 19.
There was a little contact between those guys a little bit ago. But Chastain's got to do a really good job of just collecting himself.
Yeah.
Right? He made a mistake. And every race car driver makes mistakes. You're not going to recover from that mistake in a few laps. Lap after lap, Kim. You can't try to get it all back in one lap.
No, you can't. You have to think about the overall picture and how that can affect the rest of that race. Remember, he lost 15 positions from overshooting the exit of pit road, and now there's going to be a domino effect. Listen to what crew chief Phil Surgeon told Ross before we went green.
Strategy-wise, we may have to change things up here. Right now, my plan would be to flip the next stage.
Now, originally, Phil had told me this morning they thought that could maybe run out the stage 2 with it being just a slight bit shorter. Now, that could come into jeopardy, the strategy they had come into the race with. Steve, what do you make of what Phil told his driver?
Well, I love the idea of, hey, I'm not sticking to my plan, as we see a huge up right there.
Cinda goes around.
7 locked up.
And
of Cindric.
Carson Hocevar into the fucking sign.
Still sits backwards in the middle of it. The 77 will do his stop and go. The 2 probably will. Oh, it doesn't matter if the 2 stops or not. He's broken. Right rear toe link is broken. So let's take a look. 77 is the car locked up. Front tires.
Category 5 Hurricane, yeah.
Just a huge mistake by Carson Hocevar. It wasn't ill-intended, but a mistake still the same. Spins the 2 out and I think breaks the toe link.
You see this a lot. Cars locking up. They're coming off the banking of NASCAR 3 and 4, and it flattens out, and they'll lock the tires up and just slide them forever. I'm sure those front tires are damaged, and really the 77, let's see if he stops. He never came to a stop.
He's still rolling. He's still rolling. The tires.
Bro, come on. Like, he did. Dude, come on. That's such bullshit. Like, he came to the fucking stop. Like, yeah, he might have been rolling, but he was. Dude, come on.
One thing after another for the
That's
driver
fucking
who
bullshit.
came in 12th and last in the playoff standings. Needed a magical weekend, and unfortunately for the driver of the two, it has been anything but. And not always his fault either.
And we're on board with the one when that all happened. Can you imagine that? This is on board with the two. He's hearing that somebody's coming, but he has to make the corner. Bang! And just like that, blindsided. Nothing the two could do. You said it, Jeff. Nothing's gone right for the two. Back to the conversation, the one at Chastain. What I was going to say is up the road, as you get through this smoke and your heart starts to settle, you know, the 22, Joey Logano, your target of the day. There's only 4 cars up the road, Jeff. So I think you could try to do something to watch this on board with Roval. I mean, you know, all I was thinking, surely not Ricky Stenhouse again. I mean, Josefard Stenhouse has had a lot of run-ins this year, and here's a 77. You mentioned the damage, flat tires on the front of this car.
Yeah, it drug him so far that it flat spotted him and actually flattened him. You showed the 2 car. He has damage. I'm sure Cedric, he is not in a good mood. He has just had a horrible day. On a day where they had to win, just nothing has gone right.
By the way, Josefard did serve his stop and go on the back stretch. Marty, tell us more.
You guys have summed it up for Austin Cindric. Team Penske probably not going to be able to make it to the round of 8 with this 2 car. They've had 2 penalties in the backstretch where they've had to stop.
Yeah, you're right, Jaden.
Full stop. Austin did tell Brian Wilson it's a clean break of the right rear toe link. They're going to pit now to service that toe link, then go around the track, come back down pit road for fresh tires. But you can see the leaders flashing by Austin Cindric right now as he sits in 35th with the playoff hopes dashed here at the Roval.
Yeah, came in at 48 below, Dip, so it was a win or nothing. No chance of winning for the 2 car.
Celsius Chevrolet for Paulick Racing. AJ Allmendinger leads the way.
No good, very bad day.
Still hopes.
The terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day for Cindric.
Logano is above the cut line at the moment. The ill-feeling Chase Briscoe. And for these guys, the story's looking up.
But a very good day for me because of that. But it also sucks that Kyle's sucking.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks.
Need to get to work on that.
Like the rugged Colorado.
Like, not this race, but
the highly capable Silverado 1500. The powerful Silverado HD. And the uncompromising Silverado EV. With the off-road ready Trail Boss family, dependability comes standard. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Everybody be asking me, man, does the Bluetooth actually work? Bro, you get a month for free.
It's free.
Why you asking me and not finding out for yourself? The first month is free. Go get you some chewables, man. Alright?
All these folks chugging cans for energy. They gotta get this new liquid IV energy multiplier sugar free. Keeps you focused without the jitters. Ditch the glitch with liquid IV.
COPD is an ugly reality. I watch as this world just keeps getting smaller. But then, Trelegy helped us see things a little differently. With 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Once daily Trelegy also improves lung function, so he can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
Liberty Mutual customizes.
Wait, am I in one of those Liberty Mutual commercials where they stand in front of the Statue of Liberty and talk about how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need?
Yes.
Huh. What happens in this one?
Seagulls.
Oh, I like it.
How are you doing?
Only pay for what you need.
Yankees and Blue Jays is now underway. It's ALDS Game 2.
The friendship of a lifetime. Home.
It's you and me, bud.
How to Train Your Dragon. Rated PG. Streaming only on Peacock October 10th.
2025 NASCAR Cup Series playoffs continue here on USA. The Bank of America Roval 400, and there's the Bank of America fan cam. They're loving it. And especially that guy there with his Ryan Blaney shirt. His driver is already through, right at the top of the points tally, and he sits second in that discount tire Ford, chasing out after AJ Allmendinger for the lead of this race with just 14 laps to go in stage 2.
These drivers have pitted a few laps before the end of this stage. We weren't sure how much those tires were going to hurt them, but I will tell you, the front 4 drivers are doing an amazing job. SVG's a little faster back in 5th, but just kind of inching his way in. I'm sure he's being a little conservative, but these 4 as well, maintaining a pretty nice gap.
It's pretty interesting. Every driver in the top 12 right now has won a cup race on a road course. So on a difficult day, when the tires wear out and you have to be precise and find a way to make speed, the guys that do it the best have found their way to the front.
Give some credit to Daniel Suarez as well. Trackhouse has been featuring today. The orange car you see next in shot, that is Suarez, and he's ahead of his Trackhouse teammate.
You see the playoff bubble, bottom left-hand side of your screen. Joey Logano up 11 points on Chastain. Joey Logano has kind of been stuck right here in this position. I don't really know how much pace he has. I'm not sure how many cars he can pass. And I do believe that Chastain from behind is a faster car. And I think Chastain has an opportunity to make up spots. So currently, 11 points is all that separates them. We have a stage break coming at 13 laps and then a long run to the end. Joey Logano is nowhere near safe to make the next round of the playoffs.
I think a big deciding factor is going to be
Logano's
these
plus
last
11.
laps in this stage.
Chastain's minus 11. Reddick's minus 17. Bubba's minus 25, and then Syndick's minus 68.
That to me is the real trick.
Chastain has made up after making that pit lane error, has made up 10 positions since the restart. Here comes Ryan Blaney. He's coming to pit road with 13 to go. It'll be 12 when
Blaney is
crosses the line.
I think it's going to be a busy pit lane. I think everyone that hit it in the middle of stage 1 and liked that call is going to do the same thing again. So you see right there the 9 of Chase Elliott. I believe that's Bubba Wallace in the white car. Custer, Logano. So there you go. If you're Chastain, Logano has made his decision. Maybe you could go to the opposite strategy, Kim.
Yeah, Chase Elliott, bottom right again. No major complaints again. Would like some more grip, so no big adjustments for Chase. 4 fresh tires, Sunoco fuel, Marty.
Interesting move here for Ryan Blaney, and also at the very front of pit road, Tyler Reddick. These were teams that went to the flip point in stage 1, just 3 laps before the end of that stage. They split stage 2. We'll see if that helps him out. Joey Logano trying to cling to those 11 points Jeff mentioned a moment ago. Everyone, same story, struggling for rear grip, especially as long as they run, but coming here halfway through stage 2.
So instantly,
Jane, I'll just screenshot your comment and send it to him.
Now Logano's just left pit road, but to Jeff's point, that's how quickly they move. Right in the middle of these cycles, you can give up 20 points coming to pit road. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all cycles out.
I'm interested to see what the one car does now. Like, what's their strategy? Are they going to try to stay on track? Can they steal stage points? And I think it would be difficult for them to do as far back as they were.
That's the problem.
Yeah, do they ride around here for a few laps and kind of see what happens in front of them?
I mean, they're 16 seconds behind the leader, so I think the leaders can put on new tires and then pass the one again.
Right. But could you finish 7th or 8th or 9th and just get a few points?
Now, Chastain at this moment is one of the faster cars on the racetrack.
Looking at a couple of Watkins Glen winners here in the top box on screen with AJ Allmendinger and Chris Buescher. And Allmendinger's car is moving around a lot. He's got his hands full in that Celsius Chevy. And Buescher is on the attack. These two pitted at exactly the same time on lap 22. This is a straight-up fair fight here between these guys.
I think it's important to note also that SVG hasn't run them down. You know, we thought on newer tires, Shane could just get through the field and get to him, but there he is. He's getting there, but it has taken this entire time to get this close.
I would say that being down in Mexico City and covering that race, his patience on tires was quite just unbelievable. And I think that you see that lower, straighter exit as well. So I do think he knows how to manage tires.
That's a really cool shot.
He's so good.
Just completely different ideas on how to get to the banking.
And that advantage is evaporating and evaporating fast because here is SVG.
That right there shows you the advantage that SVG has over the field. His braking opportunities into the chicanes is where he gains up so much space. He is so good at carrying speed under braking. Look at this. Look at that roll speed. And then on corner exit, look, that's 4 car lengths in one chicane. It isn't that he makes up tons of ground on the slow corners. It's the heavy braking areas where he beats everyone.
And the 17 was loose on the high banks. The rear tires are going away so much on that car. The 16, you see it kind of sliding left and right, front tires locking up. I think the 88's just kind of biding his time right here, trying not to slide tires.
5 laps difference. Speaking of tires, Steve, 5 laps difference between these guys. He's got 5 laps fresher tires, Marty, has Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yeah, SVG catching those top 2 probably will try to make a move on Busher here in this corner, and doing all this while he's not happy with the car. Listen in.
Yeah, these tires are I've used them up early with the low pressure and it's damaged them. Now I got nothing.
So you got nothing, but you just passed for second.
Got nothing and making a pass for second. SVG now trying to set his sights on A.J. Allmendinger, who was supposed to pit 1 lap ago, Steve, but the driver made the call. Hey, I'm going to stay out.
Well, I know it feels like he has nothing, but he has something more than everyone else at this point in tires.
He's doing plenty with nothing.
SVG to the lead.
That's the point, though, Jeff, right? Like, it's all about your perception, right? Like, he has what he's looking for versus these two, but you see the 5 of Kyle Larson about 20 car lengths back.
And AJ's pitting.
You know, he's on the same strategy as the 88, and I think the 88 knows the 5's maybe a little better right now.
So he hasn't driven away. He didn't catch those leaders as quickly as I thought he would on newer tires, and he also hasn't driven away from Larson.
Here comes Allmendinger on pit road. Marty standing by.
Yeah, we mentioned A.J. Allmendinger, the driver, making the call. He was called to pit road the last lap, but he said, hey, I'm going to stay out here. And then Amari said, hey, I know you want to make it to where we can flip the stage, running about 6 more laps. There's no way we can make it to that point. He said it's the freest the 16 car has been all day long, but did a terrific job on those older tires out front, held the lead for quite a while.
Let's watch this with a lot of interest. Can Kyle Larson close that gap to SVG?
8 miles per hour. They're gonna see some serious.
Guess he was back. Check me out.
The best tires in the world have Gucci written all over them.
Still the beats bang, still doing my thing. Since I left, ain't too much change. Still. And even when I was close to defeat, I rose to my feet. Representing for the chance to zoom across the world. Still hitting the mountains and the mountains. Still taking my time to perfect the vision. And I'm still not done for the streets.
Shop bestsellers at Ashley, where no matter what your holiday traditions are, you're always at home. Whether you're making extra room with our extendable dining tables or creating the perfect cozy space
Larson
with our
and Busher were
modular
racing
seating,
for second.
shop holiday deals and make lifelong memories with Ashley.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get a free large drink in the Sonic app this month only. That's one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher plus a free large drink.
Yeah, Larson's
when you order
in
the
second
app.
now.
It's the QB1.
Been a pretty decent race
Burger
so
Kings.
far. Tires have really helped this race
There's
be better.
only one fuel that can drive the performance you demand from your car. New 94 octane, the highest octane on the market. Only at Sunoco.
Boundaries are healthy. That's why I set my phone to do not disturb when I'm shopping.
Silence your phone. Kohl's Friends and Family Sale is on. Save 20% on fines for you and your family. Plus, earn Kohl's cash at Kohl'sandKohl's.com.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Xfinity Series
Who's faster?
playoffs roll into Vegas, where the field of 8 look to cash in for a chance at a title.
That'd be an interesting twist.
That could be the playoff difference. Lay your cards on the table. It's showtime in Vegas.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs this Saturday from Las Vegas at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on the CW. Every cheer, every boo, every, it all comes together on Friday Night SmackDown, live Fridays at 8 on USA.
High above, Charlotte Motor Speedway and the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs continue here on USA with the Bank of America Roval 400. Lee Diffie, Steve Letarte, Jeff Burton with you on a lovely Sunday afternoon here in North Carolina. Time to check out which drivers are on the move. Brought to you by Valvoline. Ross Chastain, after that pit lane hiccup, he's up 19 spots.
Yeah, those 19
Leave
spots
SVG
are very
stuck in
important.
4th gear and see if he can win.
With 7 laps to go, and I'm sure some pit stops up the road, it's going to be very important for the one car to kind of focus on what he has going on. There's going to be a lot of chaos around him, but I do think there may be a choice for Chastain to steal some stage points here in the closing laps. Look at, speaking of the chaos around him, he's right in the center. Allmendinger has already pitted, so there's no way the one's going to be able to hold off to 16, and that's really the concern, is cars that come to pit road, do they have enough tire to literally just run the one back down and go by him? We're just going to have to wait and see over the next 7 laps.
Yeah, Chase Elliott's about 7 seconds behind him. That's the next car that's on better tires. He's going to go by the 24 Byron. He's been about 2 seconds a lap faster than William Byron.
Let's talk more about William Byron. Here's Parker.
And Lee, it's been incredible to listen to the radios of these teams as they try to navigate this tire wear and making decisions on the fly. Some of the drivers, even including William Byron, almost sound out of breath as they're trying to describe what's happening in the car, including asking the drivers to go further in this stage and they think the tires are possible. Take a listen to William Byron's radio.
Trending like you're going to have to make these live. Keep me updated. You're 5 away from the split if people hit. I don't see how I'm going to make these last.
Well, and somehow he has to get to the end of this stage and then short pit the stage, as many of these teams are thinking of doing, including Larson and Chris Roval. But it's been a huge task for some of these drivers to go over 10 laps on these tires. That's what I've been impressed with, the speed on the one car. You know, he has the same amount of laps that William Byron has, and he is much faster than his 24 car.
This is going to sound crazy, but I really think the one chance of advancing is the next 5 laps. I think he's better than Logano. I think he can outrun him a few in the final stage, but if he can get inside the top 10 and score 4 or 5 points right here, he is starting the last stage heads up against the driver in the 22 that he has outrun all day.
Just remember, there's a lot of people in front of Chastain that will probably pit before the end of this stage, and that will advance him. The question is, how many will pit and how many will catch him from behind to determine if he can earn points or not.
There's going to be a story at the end of the day, if he makes it or if he doesn't, about that hiccup on pit road, exiting after that most recent stop. But boy, has it been a diligent comeback from Ross Chastain. Van Gisbergen leads. Chastain's above the cut line at the moment. 5 to go in this stage.
Looks funny.
What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Ever wonder how NASCAR Cup Series playoffs work?
Valgo, it's funny.
Pack, finish first among the championship 4, and you're doing donuts in victory lane. Now you're up to speed. You in?
This is how you make crispy Korean fried chicken.
Wi-Fi speeds as fast as home, even when you're on the go.
Okay.
Liberty Mutual customizes.
Wait.
Okay, Jaden.
One of those Liberty Mutual commercials where they stand in front of the Statue of Liberty and talk about how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need?
Yes.
Huh. What happens in this one?
Seagulls.
Oh, I like it. How are you doing?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Dude, what are you doing? I'm protecting my car. That's too much work. WeatherTech is so much easier. Laser measured floor liners up here, seat protector and cargo liner back there. Nice. Out here, side window deflectors, and mud flaps, and the bump step to keep the bumper dent free. Cool. It's the best protection for your vehicle, new or pre-owned. Great. But where do I order? WeatherTech.com.
There's a reason we do all this shifting, launching and battling over a bottle of champagne. We harness this and put it in that so you can feel like this. Now you're up to speed. You in?
Inside the final 4 laps of this second stage of the Bank of America Roval, we've got more takers on pit road. Buscher, Suarez, Allmendinger is back in. Parker.
There you go. On the stage. Bell's pitting.
Basically flip it here to put 4 Goodyear
Suarez pitting, Buscher pitting, Allmendinger pitting, Priest is pitting.
He's just been a little tight in that 20 car, especially the right-handers.
Not racing, taking it easy. You heard on the radio for the 20, Kim.
Yeah, and for Chase Briscoe, he said the straight line could be better, but limited because of the back end. This last adjustment you made it better. Continue with that direction of the adjustments. I do want to say they did put stomach relief medicine the last stop in his water bottle. You see Bubba Wallace, just still a struggle for him today. Kind of slow getting out of his box, Parker.
Denny Hamlin on pit road. This was planned because they weren't going to get stage points, so they decided to flip the stage here. He's also been struggling with a tight race car.
The story to me moves to the front of the pack, the 88 of SVG. I think he's going to pit here on the next time by.
Oh, Dom, I didn't even realize you were in here. Get the fuck over here.
In 5th or 4th, right around Chastain. We'll see if the 88 decides to pit right here. That's the first update about the running order. He's been so good that I think he can almost get a free pit stop here. You only lose about 25 seconds pitting and taking tires. So you see the 88 come down pit road. The 5 of Larson may join him. If he does, that's music to Chastain's ears because he might be able to get in front of the 5. So let's cover these pit stops, and then most importantly, where they blend versus Chastain on the racetrack. Marty.
It's a fascinating chess match between
Blaney's the leader
down here, Steve. You see the 88 come to pit road, who truly did struggle with the handling at the end of that
SVG is pitting.
Paul Wolf was planning on flipping this stage, but when the 1 stayed out, they felt like they had to stay out to get stage points, Parker.
Right, and Kyle Larson's just been struggling sliding the rear tires, especially some higher speed corners. They've consistently keeping updated what he's been doing differently to SVG corner by corner and trying to get him to adjust to see if he can catch him a bit.
So there's the 88 off pit road. Here comes the 1 of Chastain, who is trying his darndest to hold off a quick closing 9 of Elliott. The question is, if Larson wants to run, he can run him down and pass him no problem. I just don't think he wants to push his tires. I think he wants to roll around 2 slow laps. So right now, though, the 1 of Chastain is running in the 4th position. That would be a huge bucket of stage points.
Well, the key to this, I believe the 9 of Elliott's going to get to Chastain. He's definitely faster. We'll have a chance. Then it falls back to the people behind Elliott. How much speed do they want to put on their tires and where? There's no question, Steve just said it, the 5 car is fast enough, the 20 is fast enough. Logano is an 8. He can get stage points, but behind him, as you see a pass with Elliott, behind him is Suarez and Custer. Suarez definitely has better tires, but does Suarez want to wear those tires out and get by the 22?
Bottom box is Joey Logano. He's in 8th place at the moment. So you saw Elliott get by Chastain, look further back. behind Kyle Larson. There's Logano, just ahead of Suarez. And the final lap of this stage is coming up. Yeah, they still have a whole lap to go. I don't see how Logano holds off Suarez.
Final lap
Unless, to your
of the
point,
stage.
Jeff, he's just settled in to not use any tire.
We will see it right here. Suarez could easily pass Logano. He's not doing this helping Logano. He's doing this to not hurt his tires. But Logano is so much slower, will he just ultimately pass him anyway?
What a day for Trackhouse. All three cars in the top 10 at the moment. And featuring prominently. And where it matters is, Rick, it's a point of position inside the top 10. So every position that Chastain finishes ahead is a big deal. Now Elliott has got in front of the 88.
SVG is just riding. He is just saving his tires. He does not want to put tires as he goes so slow that Chastain passes him.
Well, he doesn't care about Chastain because
right.
he doesn't care a lot about points. Give him more
He's a
points.
teammate also.
Give him more points. Shane said yesterday.
Yeah, that's a good teammate right there.
Right with Ross Chastain came to the most recent sim session. So Ross Chastain has been helping SVG on ovals. Shane has been helping Ross with road course improvements. For the 88, remember, all these cars have to pit still. So he's the leader of the race. So he doesn't want to put any more laps on his tires than he needs to.
Behind them, Daniel Suarez is right to
Good
the rear
teammate.
bumper of Logano right now, showing no willingness to pass him, just saving his tires. All these guys are just running maybe 20-30% pace. They just don't want to hurt their tires.
End of stage 2, Ryan Blaney's 9th stage win of this year. Tied for the most with Kyle Larson. Nice work, but that doesn't matter a whole lot to him. Well, it does for the points. Certainly accumulation going into the round of 8, but on the day, yep, good to be up there, but this is where the scrap has been.
And
Ross Chastain gets
Blaney
7
wins stage
points
2.
for finishing 4th in
Caution.
that stage after a mistake on pit road. That was a gutsy performance in stage 2. What a comeback from Ross Chastain. Reddick was in there for valuable points. And so too Joey Logano.
Dom says he'll come over in like an hour.
It can feel like your symptoms decide what you do and who you can be. If you still have symptoms, be bold and ask your healthcare provider about Cobenfy, a twice-daily pill for the treatment of schizophrenia. Cobenfy is not an antipsychotic. It's a different kind of treatment. Cobenfy showed overall improvement.
I don't know how
in
much
symptoms
race is going to be
of
left at
schizophrenia
that point.
symptoms. And in clinical studies, most people saw no substantial weight gain.
Don't take if allergic to Cobenfy. Have trouble emptying your bladder or stomach, certain liver problems, or untreated narrow angle glaucoma. Serious side effects such as urinary retention, worsening liver, kidney, bile duct, and gallbladder problems, slow stomach emptying, serious allergic reactions, narrow angle glaucoma, increased heart rate, and side effects in those with kidney problems may occur. Don't drive or use heavy machinery until you know how Cobenfy affects you. Seek help right away if you have hives, swelling of your face, lips, mouth, tongue, or throat, hoarseness, difficulty speaking, breathing, or emptying your bladder.
Imagine what could be Cobenfy.
When you're young, you don't just get handed trust. You have to earn it by hand. You listen and ask questions and see the way things have always been, but like never before. You realize time doesn't make something timeless. Standards do. So if you want your name to last forever, you have to build your legacy one step at a time.
You can run the perfect race.
Denny Hamlin leading the pack on the final lap.
And then...
Yeah, it was about a 32-minute green flag run.
Hamlin's hit. Hamlin is out of it.
That's true in racing and life. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control, so you can pay less than you owe in less time than you think. When life wrecks your finances, National Debt Relief helps you get back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
Keiko thought she was an insomniac, but actually, she was just a workaholic. You were made to take time off. We were made to save you time with easy-to-book packages. Expedia, made to travel.
NASCAR on USA is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. And by Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Speaking of Bank of America, let's check out some Bank of America fan cam again. For the folks here today at Charlotte Motor Speedway, young, old, any age, having a great time, for sure. I want to tell you about Wings-inspired Toyota, designed by students from the Carolina Youth Coalition and Rise to Impact, who participated in the Jordan brand Wings design program on Tyler Reddick's car. The kids did a terrific job, and Wings provides opportunities to youth in education, mentorship, and inspiration. The Wings initiative is responsible for over 4,000 scholarships awarded, 36 internships. Over 1,400 students have completed the design program. So thanks to Nike and Michael Jordan and everybody involved. And on the back quarter panel of that car, you see, yes, NBA on NBC. It returns with the first game, Houston Rockets at defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder, October 21st. And also the All-Star game is on NBC February 15th from LA. So a lot to look forward to.
I was on the grid after driver introductions, and all those guys were around that car, and Tyler started walking to it, and they all started chanting, Tyler, Tyler. It was fun. Tyler liked it. He was giving the fist pumps. A lot of energy. Good time.
Let's give you a Toyota driver update, and we mentioned this for Kyle Larson a little earlier in the race. At this phase of the race, with the amount of points that have been accumulated, well, in addition to Larson, add Christopher Bell's name to that list, confirming his advancement to the round of 8 on points.
We're going to have a round of pit stops here. The field will be reset, and then we're going to give you a really good snapshot of where everybody stands. Currently, Hamlin and Byron, even though maybe not having the best days, still doing what they need to do for points. But I think it's going to be an absolute slugfest between the 1 of Chastain, the 22 of Logano, and the 19 of Briscoe. And remember, that's not calculating in a new winner. Reddick hanging out around the front of this field. If he can get back up there and compete with SVG, it could really throw everything upside down.
Kim Coon standing by.
And what the one team did in that stage is the perfect example of needing to be nimble with your strategy calls in a race like that. Ross said it felt more neutral on the front end, but the right rear, he said, is absolutely gone. Chase Elliott said that was pretty good middle ground on how the car felt. We're in a good spot. Marty?
Jonathan Asser told me this morning, if we can get a playoff point, we absolutely will take advantage of that. Remember, they've already advanced to the round of 8. Longer stop here for the 12 of Blaney. He'll certainly lose some track position there. Meanwhile, Tyler Reddick, 9 critical stage points for the 45, and they take advantage of that first stall on pit road to win the race off pit road. Of those who pitted, he said, I pushed it way too hard, too early. I'll do a better job on this run.
Valvoline race off pit road. Great work from 2311 and Tyler Reddick at the 45 team. So too Chastain and Logano behind Chase Elliott.
COPD is an ugly reality. I watch as this world just keeps getting smaller. But then, Trelegy helped us see things a little differently. With 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Once daily Trelegy also improves lung function, so he can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
Saturday, college football is live on NBC and Peacock. First up, it's a Peacock exclusive when NC State takes on Notre Dame in South Bend.
Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Then, the Michigan Wolverines visit the Coliseum for a primetime matchup against USC.
This house is rocking.
It's all live on NBC and Peacock.
William Matar has a reputation for being a good guy.
Because I am a good guy.
For fighting for his clients.
Because I fight for my clients.
If you're hurt in a car, it matters who you hire. Call William Matar.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate to put the world on pause. Lindor, made to melt you by the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Carne asada is back at Chipotle.
It's our best steak ever.
Fresh, no bad stuff.
With garlic,
Cumin, coriander, it's super tender.
juicy. People love it. And it's so good with our new red chimichurri. You're going to want to put it on everything. 10 out of 10 flavor.
William Matar has earned a reputation for being honest.
Because I am honest.
For winning a lot.
Because we win a lot.
If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident, it matters who you hire.
Hurt in a car, call William Matar.
It is Elimination Sunday here at the Charlotte Roval for the NASCAR Cup Series, and it's time to reveal who made the cut in the NASCAR Powerball playoff. Congratulations to these 8 lottery players that are now locked in for the chance to win $1 million at NASCAR Championship Weekend in Phoenix. Experience NASCAR as a Powerball VIP like Patricia Hockaday, the semifinalist from the North Carolina Education Lottery. Today, Patricia got exclusive access to the Cup Series garage and met the driver of the Wood Brothers number 21 car, Josh Berry. Want to experience racing like this? Follow your local lottery. Powerball, the official lottery.
Dom said he's getting in the shower and then he'll head over.
Congrats to those 8 people. Still with a chance to win the big bucks. I'm going to show you something from just a moment ago that affected Ryan Blaney and the 12 team.
Clean on the right side on the way up. You're going to see the tires get hung. A little bit of a bobble on the right rear, right there with the hang. You saw the late index, so that means the tire wasn't tight. Heads up work by the jack man. You never want to do this twice, but it could have been much worse. He comes over and jacks the car to tighten the right rear effectively, but that's the slow stop on the 12 car.
So ready to get this third stage going, and we will do that when we come back. NASCAR live here on USA.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body LLC.
What'd she call her?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC?
We actually sold the twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums did. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
You need a tan? I'm your man. We do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Words of wisdom for the family?
Eat more wings.
Wow. Let that sink in. Kids, I think you'd all agree that these were words that your grandfather used.
Before taking Breztri for my COPD, I had bad days. Days ruined by flare-ups that could permanently damage my lungs. Then I talked to my doctor about Breztri, and I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, my lung function improved. Breztri also helped improve my symptoms and was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. Now, I worry less about bad days and enjoy more good days.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breztri for COPD.
Shop bestsellers at Ashley, where no matter what your holiday traditions are, you're always at home. Whether you're making extra room with our extendable dining tables or creating the perfect cozy space with our modular seating.
Kyle Busch made a
Shop
pass.
holiday deals and make lifelong memories. with
Yeah, he did
Ashley.
on Sunday. That was a while ago.
Touchdown ever.
Tennessee Titans. Music City Miracle.
Guy just snags it, starts running like he's double parked. What does a play like that do to the locker room?
Man, it's everything.
That's it? Where's Shaq? Is Shaq available?
Really?
Yeah, because he's not going to say it's everything. Or if he did say it, he'll go.
New customers bet $5 to get $200 if your bet wins. Paid instantly in bonus bets. The crown is yours.
Slowly edging our way closer to getting stage 3 underway. Let's take advantage of that and check in on the Peacock Pit Box with our Hall of Famer Dale Jarrett. DJ, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's been interesting so far, and as we think about the points that have been gathered so far, Ross Chastain and his team have done a great job of giving them the opportunity to just outperform Joey Logano and the 22 team. But don't count out looking at the 19 car. Yeah, this is going to be a grueling third stage here with the way these cars are driving, and it's the longest stage that they have. Chase Briscoe not feeling well. Is that going to factor in? And can Tyler Reddick find the speed that he's going to need to try to get that first place finish and move in there? So a lot of things could happen here, guys.
Yeah, a Reddick win would really upset the whole world. If we assume we don't have a new winner and we take a look at the points, it really comes down to, I think, a big battle, assuming everybody stays straight and doesn't get caught up in a mess, which is a big assumption here at the Roval. But you have Logano and Chastain as they currently run. They're 1 position apart, 2 points on the racetrack. So basically, Chastain has to outrun Joey Logano by 4 positions. That would be a guaranteed advancement of Chastain, barring a new winner. Marty.
Before we get going, Marty, tell us more.
Yeah, I talked to Joey Logano earlier this week. I said, what information do you want? He said all of it. He got the points update just moments ago.
You said I got to finish with the 2 spots at a 1? Yeah, we have the tiebreaker on the 1. And so, like, right now as we run, I'm showing you 2 points ahead of the 1, 20 points behind the 19. So he's 10 spots in front of you now. So that means you'd have to beat him by 10 spots.
Good clear communication to Joey Logano. He knows what's at stake. He knows who he's racing. He knows the point scenario. He said yesterday he wants to know everything about the people he is racing to advance himself to the round of 8. Echo Park Automotive.
Going back green.
Zone. Ben Gisbergen's on it. Larson sideways. Suarez is in the mix in the 99. And so too Christopher Bell. Look at Larson block Suarez. He knew that he was going for that inside line. Bell's gone around the outside in the DeWalt Camry, hit against the wall. This is a frantic restart. And Van Gisbergen's like, I'm out of here.
Look at this mess. On board with Joey Logano. He sees that one car, Chastain, getting away from him. He knows what he has to do. He can see the guy he's racing. Chastain's picking up spots, and Logano's under attack.
Look at how jammed this is into turn 7. Into the hairpin.
Look at Chastain. He made it 3 wide on the very outside. And look at the spots he gained by doing it.
Christopher Bell, top box.
And Bell.
He is out after Shane Van Gisbergen.
Trying to get SVG.
The 2022 winner here at the Roval.
Not making it easy on SVG.
Steve, there are several lining up for SVG. This is not the Kiwis race and another road victory just yet.
The big challenge now is the cat and mouse game of how hard you want to run. When do you come to pit road? This final stage, so much longer than anything we've seen. We're coming by to basically 53 laps to go in this race, which is forever. You can run 35 on fuel, but all day we've seen 15 to 20 laps on tires really make a difference. So every crew chief is going to have a different strategy, and execution is going to be key of that strategy.
And look at the playoff bubble on your left-hand side of your screen. That restart, Chastain now is 1 point ahead of Logano.
Can you believe where we are a year after Joey Logano left here, went home with his family, thinking I'm out of the round of 8, only for Alex Bowman to be disqualified post-race as we ride with Ross Chastain, the bush light on board. Joey said, I was at home having dinner when the phone rang and I found out that Bowman was DQ'd and we had a chance. And then he went on to Vegas and won the next race and went straight through the championship 4 and won his 3rd NASCAR Cup Series title. It was all the whole complexion of his year changed at this race, and the same is on the line here again 1 year later at the Roval for the driver of the 22.
There's a 20 of Bell.
And here comes Bell on the inside. Not there. Here comes Larson though.
They got really slow.
Bell
rear chicane,
on the apron. Oh man! Oh man! He bumps him. Bell to the lead.
And Bell
You're at the Charlotte Roval, but they're still side by side. Oh, shit.
In stage 3.
Man.
And interestingly enough, yesterday Van Gisbergen commented that Bell and Larson were the drivers he was keeping his eye on.
Fuck.
Bell was halfway on the apron of the racetrack and just couldn't hold it down there, had to lift. Larson got into the back of him.
That was good, hard racing.
Oh, Austin Dillon around.
Austin Dillon.
He is wrecked. That's probably going to be a caution.
A lot of damage to that car.
This could easily generate a yellow if he can't get going. Oh, he gets it in reverse. I'm with you, Jeff. That thing has made some
Caution.
real big contact. There you go. Yellow is out.
Austin Dillon's around. And yeah, it looks
Exiting
junked.
turn 5 and up and over the crest, heading to 6. Let's have a look at what happened to the RCR driver. Oh boy.
Yeah, it was about a 4-minute and 3-second green flag run.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
1 minute, it's smooth driving.
Come on.
The next, a crack. But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Nice.
And SafeLight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road.
SafeLight repair. Come on. SafeLight replace.
Go to SafeLight.com and get it fixed now and pay later.
And Doug.
Imagine if we could tell everyone here that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. Leave it's a mascot! Oh, what's this? A fan has run out onto the field and he's not wearing pants. Do birds need pants? And the control room censored it.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
There goes Jordan Stoll! Jordan, you got company. Are those saw blades? Jordan, move, down! And that's how you promote the Winter Olympics.
That's your whole pitch.
Nope, Jordan.
I will not be watching the Winter Olympics because they ain't got fucking baseball basketball in it. The Summer Olympics is what has the basketball. That was fun. Bro, seeing my son's boys Book and KD on the Olympic team
Ask your doctor about another
playing in front of the whole world.
ISM.
Beautiful. That'll always be one of my favorite memories. Sports memories is just watching the boys in the Olympics.
With Verizon.
Still under caution here at the Roval, so let's check out the Xfinity fastest laps. And the man we ride with, Tyler Reddick from 23:11.
Kyle Busch gets the free pass.
Lap, nice
So he'll get fucking 8 laps down.
in this race here at the Charlotte Roval.
Let's go, boys. There we go.
So, next
Fucking
time by,
wave
there's
that
a few laps
flag.
left in this Bank of America 400. Started to see some pretty spicy
That checker
action
flag.
between Van Gisbergen, Bell, and Larson, with Armendinger looming. Pit lane is open.
They might just have to
Tell
give
more
us the
about Bubba
fucking
Wallace.
playoff eligibility for that.
Mike told me this morning their main goal at a minimum was to stay in touch and in contention all day. They really haven't been a factor, so trying something different here, taking fresh tires. Bubba saying the car is getting tighter and tighter as we go, Parker.
similar case here for William Byron, who's really struggled to keep the tires on that car, especially under braking and acceleration. So just trying to try a different strategy here by coming down pit road.
So you generally think that cautions might be a time to calm down and catch your breath, and just prior to the caution, Ty Dillon, Riley Herbst, they got a little physical. And Riley Herbst kind of took exception to that treatment, so watch this. Jeff, what do you make of it?
Well, Riley Herbst is mad.
I asked Nick, I just texted Nick, I was like, did you take any videos at the race? Because I was going to put them in the video. And he was like, I don't think I did, but perhaps you might have. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if I took any videos at the race. I might not have.
Before taking Breztri for my COPD, I had bad days. Days ruined by flare-ups that could permanently damage my lungs. Then I talked to my doctor about Breztri, and I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, my lung function improved. Breztri also helped improve my symptoms, and was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. Now, I worry less about bad days and enjoy more good days.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breztri for COPD.
How can I help? I'm here to tell us. Switch to Gusto for payroll, benefits, and even 401k. It's always such a headache, man. With Gusto, it's effortless. Like looking cool in this jacket. Okay.
Dinner time is going to be easy tonight. Wings to go for game time.
They say patience is a virtue. I say game's on in 15 minutes.
Which is why we got to go. It's to go time. I'll go start the car.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks. Like the rugged Colorado. The highly capable Silverado 1500. The powerful Silverado HD. And the uncompromising Silverado EV. With the off-road ready Trail Boss family, dependability comes standard. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Let's look ahead to next weekend as we head to Vegas. And no trucks next weekend, just Xfinity and Cup. And there's the full rundown for you on the CW app, CW True TV, as usual for practice and qualifying. We'll see you here live on USA, 5:30 Eastern, for the first race in the round of 8. The repair to the tyre bundle, thanks to the AMR safety team and track workers still going on here, pretty much complete. And this is why they needed to fix it.
Talk about how challenging this corner is. It's downhill and a little bit of frustration here, I believe.
I'm going to guess he gets help right here.
Yeah.
Can't really tell. Tire barriers work great for head-on contact, but when every time you hit one of them broadside, it just kind of sucks the car into it. They're great for, you know, if you hang a throttle or a brake spell or something like that.
So this section of the track here, folks, it is so difficult, and TV doesn't do it justice. Cars coming from your right to the left, when they're cresting that hill, it is absolutely blind. I mean, Jeff, from a driver's standpoint, where is your reference point? Because when we went around the track with DJ, you're like looking into the stands. You have no idea where turn 6 is.
Well, a lot of times when you have elevation changes like this, and then there's a braking zone right after it, there's many times a bridge or a marker or something that you can line yourself up. Here it's nothing.
Yeah.
And you just have to line yourself up off the paint at right where you are.
Dom is on his way.
To look way ahead, but you can't. Up
So
this
Dom
hill.
will be here
You have to
soon.
just pick your left side mark. This is where I want to be, and then start braking. Look at the tire marks.
Yeah.
uphill into the braking zone, and that's what makes this corner so difficult.
If you've never been to Charlotte Motor Speedway and on TV, if it looks like the big track around the outside and it's just a perfectly flat infield, Stevie, it is anything but.
Anything but for sure, and that blind corner couldn't be more difficult just because what's on the other side of it, that turn 6 and then that chicane. And I'll just bring the viewers' attention to the left-hand side, Chastain and Logano a point apart. Byron only plus 13, but Byron's running in the 30th position, so, you know, don't panic yet if you're a Byron fan. Logano could get enough points, but it would be a lot.
Lights are out on the 2025 Toyota GR.
Dom's on his way.
So we're going to get back to racing here in a second. Plenty of pressure on this man here, Joey Logano and Ross Chastain. They are racing each other for that 8th place, but there's so much racing to go. 48 laps when they hit the line, this time by multiple stops coming up and a lot of racing to unfold. And if you've watched the 7 Roval races thus far in the NASCAR Cup Series, you know that we are far from free of the chaos and the
back green
and immense competition. This is an elimination race, and out of that Echo Park Automotive restart zone, Christopher Bell got a good jump, so too did SVG. He leads his way. The 5 of Kyle Larson is going with him on the inside. H.A. Allmendinger's there, and here comes Chris Buescher. The 17 is around the outside. That'll give him the inside look on Allmendinger as they settle into their racing rhythm.
Larson got by Bell for second. Bell was putting a lot of pressure on the 88 before that yellow. Bottom 2, you see Chastain and Logano both on boards. And here's where they are respectively. You see that bright yellow 22 climb the hill.
Watch right here when they get into this 90-degree left-hander. Watch how wide they go. Some will go all the way 3 wide.
Nice job by both the 1 and the 22 to kind of clear some traffic.
Michael McDowell's done a nice job today too for Spire Motorsports. He's in exactly the same position as where he started, 6th spot.
Riding along with Chastain, 2 cars side by side. He can get forward momentum and get by the 11 right here. As it gets into this
which dog,
chicane,
me or
the TV
Chester?
moves to the right to get by the 11.
This is for 12th place.
Hamlin blocks him.
Yeah,
Chastain
that's
goes
true.
to the left side.
Yeah, it's been getting better. The first day was actually terrible. Like, no, it was like actually like felt like someone fucking died.
And it's really starting to put pressure
The first day.
on Shane Van Gisbergen.
I was such an emo that I put my I streamed trucks the day after the race. I put the title all in lowercase letters.
There is no way that you can like a guy coming into your series,
But
winning all these road courses.
it's gotten a little bit
Every
better
one of
through
these
each
guys
day.
has worked. SVG has raised the level of competition. He's made everyone be better. This is a challenge for every one of them.
I mean, they got
Larson
a
with a
bright
big
future.
late move.
I would have even had a brighter future if we had, like, you know, maybe a guy who could hit a lot of home runs. You know,
I mean,
but really good DH would have been nice.
Last weekend in Kansas, he got his first top 10 on an oval.
We would have beat the Yankees if we had.
Chicane.
I feel very confident. Larson to the lead. Larson passed SVG for the lead, and Bell's coming for second.
It's an opportunity. Bell saw it. Laid back just a little bit, used forward momentum to get by him, but this will be a drag race.
Wow, that's impressive, man.
Very tight chicane.
And yeah,
Cars bouncing around, dancing under
their tires are not lasting a whole fuel run either.
Suarez, they all feel they're in the mix too.
Breast catcher win this month.
You don't have the grip early on. Understood.
Oh, beer.
You know, it's SVG just saying he doesn't have the grip early on in the set of tires. 9 laps basically on the leader's tires. Logano below, battling 15th with the 9 of Chase Elliott.
Spotters up there need to be doing a great job.
You'll
Let their
smoke
drivers
later?
know that Logano will have no patience with you. Chastain will have no patience with you. They are in
I got you.
a tie right now.
Because I always knew I would try
They
it.
have got to go.
and do it occasionally.
And if it's in a tie
I didn't think I would do
situation,
it as much as
Logano
I'm doing
wins
it. So
with the tie.
Fucking stupid. Yeah, I win. I win something.
Logano's fourth at New Hampshire, to your point, Diff, right? So unless they really improve their running position, we're going to assume that's going to be the highest finish between either of those cars.
Look at this, couple of former teammates in Chris Buescher and AJ Allmendinger.
Can we still get multiple of it, or?
That backstretch chicane. And McDowell is looming. Suarez wants a shot as well.
What?
And Ryan Preece is hanging around.
Yeah, are we able to get like 3 of them?
You're better off.
Okay, then yeah.
Instead of entering that rear chicane side by side, you're better off if the guy is better than you, just letting it go. You just lose too much time, and then the people behind you take advantage of it.
When are they coming?
On board Logano, you look up ground. Chase
They
Elliott has
asked me
gotten
when
by
they
the
shot.
driver
I
of the
just told them
22.
game time if you want to
Jeff,
text
you
them.
said it earlier. You know, the challenge with the 22 is he
I don't
doesn't
care
have a
when they
great
come.
race car, right? It's hard to be on offense when you're just not fast enough.
Yeah, then you start pushing, trying to make some speed out of a car that doesn't have it. You get yourself in trouble.
Chester.
Couple of cars back, you see the 19, the Bass Pro Shops Toyota of Chase Briscoe, driving not feeling 100%, and he's been dancing on a pretty nervous line.
Yeah, Briscoe's not
points-wise.
feeling well
Toyota
today.
onboard shows us turn 7 in the head.
Feeling pretty sick. I think he had like food poisoning or something.
There's still 45 laps to go. There's a lot of work for Briscoe to do.
I've never had it.
Down over.
Tennessee Titans. Music City Miracle.
Nice and snags it, starts running.
I don't know if that's what he has, but I'm
What does a play like
thinking
that do to the
something
locker room?
Man.
I had something one time that like
That's it.
my stomach just felt like
What
shit
shot?
for
Is
days.
Shaq
and
available?
I didn't want
Yeah,
to
because
eat,
he's not
so-
going to say it's everything. Or if he did say it,
I
he'll
know
go.
some people get it so bad they puke so much they can't even like keep water down.
New customers,
Oh, yeah.
bet $5 to get 200 if your bet wins. Pay instantly in Postmates. The crown is yours.
And then Tyler Reddick. He's in 13th. He started on pole today though, but this week and last week he's kind of like raced with a distraction because his baby is in the ICU.
Oh my god. And he's
Yeah.
still racing?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how he's doing it. That's crazy.
It's something like the baby's expected to be alright, just have to stay in that little.
I think they're kind of like expecting it to be all right, but it's taking a while.
Premature.
Oh, Riley Herbst.
$7 for a coffee?
I don't know.
Nah. How about Sonic salted caramel toffee iced coffee with cold foam for only $2.99?
Fuck
it's
Riley
the
Herbst.
fancy without the pricey. Better yet, try it for free with any purchase in the Sonic app.
When it comes to your wireless plan, don't settle for less. Get more with a free 5G phone and real unlimited data
Oh,
from
Kyle
StoreTop.
Busch and
More
Riley
ways to
Herbst.
connect.
We're racing bad.
Stream the
We're
last
racing
lap
hard.
of the race. And when you spend less with Straight
Kyle
Talk,
Busch spun
you get
Riley
more
Herbst.
moments to yourself by getting something for them.
I guess, yeah.
Switch to Straight Talk and get a free 5G phone on us.
forgot
On
why
America's
you
most
hate
reliable
It's like the
5G
fucking
network.
Panthers and like the
Straight Talk, official
Giants
partner of
playing though.
NASCAR. Find us at
It's like the fucking toilet bowl.
Restore and protect. A first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like new. Restore and protect. Another first from Valvoline.
Yeah, I'm having a good day too.
There's a method to all this motorsports.
I was up 31 points to 0
Do all this shit
after
thing.
Thursday. Yeah, Kyron had a great game.
Battling over a bottle of shit.
People on buys. That would be a good to win, but
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like I was thinking about that earlier. It's like because I would kind of expect to have lost this week with 4 people on bye, but to win that, and then they're probably not going to have that again. Like
Now you're
probably not going to have that many guys out at one time again.
game was looking like a waiver wire champ.
The NASCAR Cup Series playoffs here on
Yeah.
USA continue with the Bank of America Roval 443 laps to go. A lot to still
last week you got
play out
15
here with
points
still
off of one
so
catch
much
from
on the
Metcalf,
line.
the
It's an
80-yard
elimination
touchdown.
race.
Wait, I didn't see that.
And we're
Yeah, you got an
determining
80-yard
who the
TD,
8
that
will
was
be that
50
comes
lost.
through
in
to
one
race
catch.
and still have a chance to be champion. Kyle Busch and Riley Herbst here. This is only phase 1. It's not over
Dumbass
yet.
left
Keep
Chula
watching.
Hubbard in.
Bush, you can shove it on the back stretch. Should we get to the front stretch? Kyle says goodbye.
Oh man, he is Josh Allen. The last guy he wants to
Kyle Busch is 8 laps down. crash.
Back in the front.
Yeah, I was gonna stream fucking Thursday Night Football, which would have been a great game to stream if the Red Sox had won it in 2. But not only did they not win it in 2, they didn't win it at all.
Yeah, Chris Buscher's had a solid day all day long.
They are the first team since they introduced the 3 team to win the first game
Felt like
and
there was
lose
a lot
the
of
series.
posturing happening on the racetrack, getting in position, and then kind of
You
posturing
actually
on how
hate
much
that
tire you're
Schlittler
using,
guy, or just 'cause
how
he
hard
crammed
you
it?
want to
I
run. I do
fucking
think that the
hate
5 and 20
him.
did
But
an
like, just
amazing job
because he
getting
did
by
good,
the
or like
88.
other reasons?
I think
There's
they
other
have
reasons.
definitely put the 88
He
on
was
notice. We
he
heard
grew up
that
in
radio, the
Massachusetts,
SVG says, "My
was a
car
Red
won't
Sox
get going
fan, and
on
his
new
whole
tires."
family was a Red
So
Sox
the
fan.
question is, what does everybody think? I guess
And
back
now
to
he's
stuff
playing
from the
like I would
17 tells
like
me
if even if I did
four
play for the
pit stops
Yankees,
to
which I
break,
wouldn't.
42 to go.
Even if I did, I'd fucking blow it in the playoffs against the Red Sox. Are you kidding me?
They're all thinking the same thing.
I would just blow it.
Parker, what do you think the 5 of Larson?
But like I would obviously never even play for the
Well, Steve, it's
Yankees.
been a discussion amongst both
But if I
teams
were
to
to, it would be to sabotage
whether
them.
it's a 2-stopper or a 3-stopper. When the stage started, it sounded like both teams were leaning towards a 3-stop, but that with that caution, it may have changed things. If both of these teams,
I literally, if I got drafted with the Yankees, I wouldn't
giving the
sign.
drivers updates. The verdict: Kyle Larson is better in the backstretch chicane in terms of braking, and Chris Bell is braking better into turn 7. For
I would
both those
fight
guys
that
who've been
guy.
Evaluating each other, Kim.
No, fucking Cam Schlittler.
The strategy call for these final laps of
I would fucking fight him. No, I would fight. I would literally. I tweeted at him. I tweeted at him, bro. I will fight you square up anytime, anywhere. Don't bring your boys one-on-one.
Between those two, this track is very thin. They also told him we need to stay top.
I'll fucking fight him.
12 for the last
I'm fucking ready.
1 laps of this race. That way we'll have no worries in terms of the transfer.
He's actually my favorite player.
I accuse the Yankees very often of being Nazis, but they literally have the only player whose name rhymes with Hitler.
I'm out of tires. Billy Scott said, give me 4 more laps. So they're going to stick to the 2-stop strategy. And I have to mention, Michael Jordan, the co-owner of 2311.
Here's Michael Jordan.
Has not left Tyler Reddick's pit box the entire day. Remember that big bear hug he gave him when he barely made it in the round of 8 here at the Roval last year? Can Reddick pull off another Roval miracle?
Still the lawsuit, you know, it's getting intense. It's been intense for a while.
41 to go. Far from over for Tyler Reddick. He's 18 below.
If I told you 10 years ago that fucking Michael Jordan would be suing NASCAR.
Passport of Chase Elliott pushes Chastain back to 13th. Logano doing a nice job. One of the best runs he's had in the 22, just holding strong in 15th and a point to the good currently. Talk about nervous. When you start counting points by a single number. Because we have so many cars in the lead lap, Dim. I think that's worth talking about, right there.
Yeah,
There's
we're on lap
35 cars in the lead
69.
lap. So you could have a great
And
day
Larson is Mr.
and
69.
slip off the track or get shoved off the track in the last corner of the last, and lose all your points and be eliminated. So now we see a busy pit road with Allmendinger.
A lot of guys
I think that's
pitting.
Kez right behind him, as well as the
Allmendinger,
of Alex
Brad
Bickler.
Keselowski, Bowman's
See
pitting.
A.J. Allmendinger coming down pit road. He gave up the 4th position. He told Trent Owen several times that I've got 0 tire left. I could really use some help. They tried to get a few more laps.
Oh yeah, Jaden said hi Dom like 10 minutes ago.
That would almost put him in a 3-stop
And
race, but we'll see if they
not
try to do
playing
it
the
here on
con
2
beta.
stops at the end of the race.
Jaden also said, is Sam mad that Cam Schlittler owned the Boston Red Sox and made Jaron Duran a hate point for the Red Sox? No, Jaron Duran is actually like getting fucking
there's so much speed
like
in these Goodyear tires.
arrows thrown at him.
What did he do?
Just sucked.
Oh, he sucked?
Yeah.
So much.
There was
3 games. I mean,
Well, they act. No, okay, no. So people act like there was multiple plays where this happened, but there was one play. There was actually only one play where he didn't show enough hustle. But it was a play where it looked like it was going to be a home run, and then it hit off the wall for a double. So like,
oh, but he made it to second anyway.
With all of the
I think he made it to well, the player made it to second. No, he was in the outfield. It was a Stanton. Stanton looked like he was going to hit a home run, but it went off the wall. So Duran was kind of like, oh, it's going to go out anyway. But then also like, when he realized it didn't go out, he also didn't show enough hustle. So it was like,
No way Stanton made to third base anyway.
I think it was second base.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, no hustle
No,
is bad, but
it is, and like I'm disappointed in him for that.
Yeah, his message
But
to the
like
team
also
on the
it was
radio
like
the rear tires are
stand in advance.
absolutely
Yeah.
gone. They will check them for any cording when they take
I mean, he
off.
might have
Four
got.
fresh
I don't think he
tires
got to
go
third.
for Chase Briscoe.
No way. He is so. Duran would have literally had to be running towards the infield
about
for
where he needs to
stands
stay
to
for them to be
Yeah,
safe.
I don't think he
Jack told
got
me
to third.
yesterday, I've lived this a couple
David
of times in
Montgomery,
2021 and
touchdown.
2023 with Mark
Passing
Truex
touchdown.
Jr. where we're racing.
David Montgomery's low-key fucking good.
So
I'm not even gonna
There
lie.
it is, on the
He had
radio,
another game.
talking to his
I
driver.
was streaming it earlier this
Just
year.
laying out what is needed,
He was
what is
doing, he was
expected.
going off.
He just threw a touchdown. It's like I didn't. When my thing told me David Monty touchdown, I didn't think he'd be throwing it.
Threw a touchdown? Did they go fucking Wildcat?
It was probably the Lions' trick play.
What is that?
88 last
They
minute
did it
little bit of
last
dive
year with
between
Amon
locks
Ra.
up front. Well, I guess dropped the right rear is technically what happened. I thought it was locked
the
up
most
front
likely
tire.
trick play. I know they
I
do
almost
that
wonder if he was looking in the mirror.
Yeah,
Waiting for the attack.
Yeah,
to come.
last year was
They
Amon
just
Ra to Jared Goff for a touchdown.
Misjudged a little bit.
Was Amon Ra in the
Receivers to do
QB
that.
position?
For me, it was very
they
easy.
snapped it to Goff. I think they gave it to Amon Ra
No,
like it's
something
going to be a
right.
jet sweep, and then he threw it to Goff. for a
Oh.
touchdown or something.
So great restart, good early scraps, Parker, with Larson and Van Gisbergen, and now he's headed towards you.
Dude, this thing is so
Right,
dirty.
Adam Stevens was watching that
I literally
exact
just-
scenario there with the
I
88.
literally
Christian Bell had
opened it
just
for the
come on
first
radio and said,
time
"I'm losing the right
on the
rear."
night
That
that we
was a late
glitched.
call to pit road. As he
So that was like a
banking
week
of the
and
oval
2 days
3
ago.
and 4.
And it's already this
Adam
dirty.
Stevens said, "Pit, pit."
I never used this. I got this at Fenway. And I never,
that's from there.
yeah, and I never used it until like a week ago.
Out of the Reddick has said a couple of times it's extremely hot inside the car.
Yeah.
And they asked him to watch, or Reddick asked his team, watch the onboard. Are you seeing any smoke? I don't see any yet, but it
I
has
know you
definitely
only need
gotten
it for
way
aesthetic
hotter
because you can
inside the
use fast
45 car. We'll keep an eye on that as
What?
a battle.
I know
trying
you only
to see
need
if they
it for
can get into
aesthetic
round of
because
eight.
you drink
And look at where
Oh,
Bell-
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not only what lap you pit on, but where
What's
you
the
pull
other
back
reason
into
to
the
have it?
racetrack. So he blends
Well, it
right
insulates it.
behind Bush.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Who was last
That's
on
only
pit
if you
road at
drink
lap
it slow.
67, so he has decent tires. That's not going to be an easy pass for Bell. Up the road is Blaney and Jeff. You know, all of that. Now you're trying to conserve tire. You have 38 to go. Bell has to real kind of decide what part of this mess he wants to be in.
Busher and
Jeff
Blaney
said,
and Bell.
knowing why this is happening.
Three-car
What
battle
do the
here.
leaders do, right? Is this where the 5 decides to come to pit road, or the 88 of SVG? Bell continues to chase the 17. The leader is coming off turn 4. Let's see who pits. Yes, sir. 5 gets
Larson
on pit road.
pits.
The 88 stays out.
SVG
The
stays out.
So we'll see where the 5 pits and blends to see if he can blend in front of some of that traffic that has Bell hung up. Parker.
Because when SVG
Right,
pitted
Steve
last
Cook
time,
was
Larson
watching
followed
that battle.
him.
You're describing everything that was happening on the racetrack there in terms of where the 5 might be able to come out and beat the 20. It's 4 tires for Kyle Larson here to add that extra grip. Just struggling a little bit still with the rear tires.
Yeah, it's
Where
the
will
Charlotte
five
Road
land
Course.
relative to
So
Bell?
like it's the
He
Charlotte
should be behind
oval
because
track.
of the fresh tires, but
But then they
Bell
have like
get
that
hung up,
place where they go
he's
like
in
into the
traffic.
infield.
This is good. Top 3 and 3 different strategies, albeit by a lap. There's Busher and Bell. Oh, the 5's going to have a huge advantage. He's going to get a big gap, not only in time, but positions. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars between the 5 of Larson and the 20 of Bell. Huge advantage to Larson's team for the pit stop and the cycle. Jeff, we then turn our
I should
attention to
stab
SVG.
Dom on stream.
What's his in and out lap going to be like?
Yeah,
And
no,
I think he
nothing.
has
Just
to come
anything
this
for
lap.
views,
Even
yeah.
as good as SVG is at conserving tires, I think he knows
would get views.
he has competition. Jeff, you said it. Larson and Bell are sick of getting beat. They want to prove they can beat the driver of the 88. I think the 88 has to counter.
Yeah, let's see if their team decides that's what they want to do, or if they want to let SVG do SVG things, and that's running.
I don't know where my knife is, but I could just use this pen.
Can that work? Could they use a different strategy, or are they going to try to match the strategy? They are pitting.
SVG's pitting. Has a 16-second lead over Elliott.
How did he get to pit road? The roll time.
Which
Can the
color is
pit crew
clinched
of the
advanced?
88 keep up with that lightning fast stop of the 5 of Larson? You see in the
fucking-
upper right the map to give you an idea where everyone is.
the hell?
Marty, the 88 in front
That
of
is
you.
one. That's why there's 2 colors.
Counter move. Shane Van Gisbergen
No, I think-
pit road. He said, I just don't have the
Totally.
grip
Drivers
and
that
runs that
clinched
those guys have. And overall, the longer we run, I just need more grip. It was
Whoa, what?
SVG's
Why is
call to
some
go a
guys
little bit
blue and some
longer.
guys fucking
Tampa
yellow?
5 team. He mentioned his pit crew.
Oh wait, no, yeah, that's right.
They've had some struggles
Is
over the
Bell
last
advanced?
but they changed some things up.
I guess they're now saying Bell's advanced, but on here it's not saying Bell's advanced. That's why I was confused. But yellow means advanced. and Blue means just in the playoffs.
Pit road. Logano's in his pit box. Chastain also. So bunch of battles here, Marty. How's it look for the Logano?
So far, a good start for this 22.
Round of 8. Or this is the round of 12. This is to get to the round of 8.
Oh, right. There's no round of 4.
So far, doing what he needs to do to make it to the round of 8, but there's still 36 laps to go.
It looked like an issue. Yeah, the one car had a much better pit stop than his 22.
Oh, right front won't come off. You see it right there. Struggles to get the right front off, Jeff. You said it. The one had a much better pit stop.
So I was interested to see how these teams were going to play it. Jack goes up, right front doesn't come off. I was very curious to see if the 1 and the 22 were going to pit at the same time. The 22 matching the 1 strategy, but the pit crew did not execute.
Yeah, Elliott got the win last week. That was a good finish. But that fucking Zane Smith flip was crazy. Fucking riding the wall.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it was. Casey Kane did that at Bristol. In an Xfinity race in like 2008.
Oh, Cosmo.
And he also coincidentally drove a 38 car.
Summer dresses.
That was a. He didn't flip over after he did that. He just like went on the wall and then kind of just went back down on his wheels.
Summer.
What are you doing up there?
Oh, I'm just posting the number of visitors.
There was a dirt race one time where this guy crashed, and then this other guy named Logan Seavey, I think his name was. Logan Seavey. Fucking went up on the wall, on the fence, and just kept going at full speed to dodge the crash. And he just kept going. I think he might have even won the race.
Even a billion visits a year.
Homes.com, the place to find a place.
In trouble for that shit. On the fence is crazy.
Real redneck shit. Dirt racing? You kidding me? They don't. It's real redneck shit.
Sam being nice.
Usually.
Did Sam take the anger out on you?
I did not. But I do rage bait him sometimes. I rage baited Camden.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get a free large drink in the Sonic app this month
He was
only.
like,
That's
are you gonna
one
vlog?
hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher
He was like, are
plus
you
a
gonna
free
vlog?
large drink
I
when you
was
order
gonna
in
be
the
in your
app.
vlog.
It's the QB1.
And then I turned on the vlog and I was like, Camden just asked what a vlog was. Bro, I don't know what a vlog is. And then he started like defending himself. And
like the rugged Colorado. The highly
he actually like started like defending himself, and I'm like, yeah, bro, you don't know what a vlog is.
The powerful Silverado HD. And the uncompromising Silverado EV. With the off-road ready Trail Boss family, dependability comes standard. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Is it possible for transfer?
Oh yeah, I thought we had, because I think I told you that I said that that guy Eric bought out all the seats in the row for us. And we got there, and people started filing in our row, and we were like, bro, what the fuck? I thought you said all the seats were, like, bought out. And he was like, oh yeah, I only did that for the truck race. And we were like, thanks, that would have been nice to know sooner. Like,
8 or 9 positions. They just can't afford to do it. We expect everyone to pit at least one more time.
He bought the kids' tickets.
Kind of in touch with the one car. I think the big disadvantage is that Chastain is much closer to a
Wait, really? What inning?
in front of him to potentially
They
make
just, I think they hit a grand slam. It was just at 5. Their starter has 10 strikeouts before it.
Who's their starter?
He was screaming for tires. Larry Newell was begging him to go one more lap and said, we will make it up on the weekend, I promise. 4 new tires for him.
It had been a tough day for the 24 team. Meanwhile, for his teammate at Hendrick, Kyle Larson is attempting to snap a 19-race winless streak. It has been a long time, but Kyle's been saying, Jeff, but the team is getting better and better, and even those small increments of improvement are getting us back to where we need to be.
Yeah, and
Yes,
in the conversation about Hendrick Motorsports, I'm not real sure where this team is of William Byron. They have not had the speed.
So we only played 3 games
we
in the
have
regular
seen from this
season.
team early in the
How
year.
is
Let's
he
see what
getting
happens
2
here.
starter? This team didn't have a wild card run.
That's crazy.
Get going
I mean, Connolly early,
further into
who
this
made
playoff
his debut in like
that is no longer
September
appears to be there.
9th or something like that.
Chastain, you mentioned
He was
speed,
like our
using
game 3
that
starter.
speed to get by the 47.
But that was because Giolito got
Yeah,
injured,
you see the
and
47
also like
checked
our
up a little
pitching
bit behind
sucks.
that
I
8
mean,
push.
besides
Turns
Bayo and
left.
Crochet.
I think the 47, there's really no choice. I like what Stenhouse did there. He took that really high exit to try to keep momentum.
I mean, Giolito's
Any
been good,
contact, it didn't
but
look
he was
as-
out.
I was so
not really. I
surprised.
think Stenhouse knows he's there. And
I was a major
So
Giolito
what I talked
doubter.
about a little bit ago is that, yes, if you're going to have a bad pit stop, you want to have it under green. The disadvantage currently is that Chastain, you can see the cars in front of him.
Yeah.
He has an opportunity to
Isn't he a
pass some
good
cars.
boy?
Logano, you know, he
Hall of
is.
Fame Chihuahua.
He has the 11 car.
First ballot.
Sorry,
Yeah.
they're on a. Yeah, sorry. He
Hall of
just
Fame
got by the 11. So
Hall of Fame dog,
Look,
goat Chihuahua.
just not that much in front of the 22, Marty.
Joey Logano slightly.
I know what one
slightly
other
faster than
Chihuahua
Ross Chastain.
was
That's what his
goat.
spotter Coleman Presley keeps telling
Pup.
him. So there's been
I don't know if
one
you knew
mistake on
Pup.
pit road by
It's
Ross
one of
Chastain
Dylan's
today.
dogs, like the smaller
on
one.
the 22 crew. This could come down to
Yeah.
a matter of points and certainly a matter of positions. I asked Paul Wolf, what about the car?
Luna.
He said, we simply need more speed. But right now, they're close to Ross Chastain. And you see on the left-hand side of your screen, 3 points behind, Kim.
Yeah, Marty, and points was a
Yeah,
big
Luna, the
deal
German
for the one
Shepherd.
team today.
I love that
Chief
dog.
Phil Surgeon told me stage points are absolutely necessary, not just for the playoff standings, but big things can happen late in the Roval races, so we have to have some insurance. They've done exactly that, finishing fifth
I wanna
and
get a
fourth
German
in the stages
Shepherd.
respectively. Despite
That's like my dream
that
dog
hiccup
right
by
now.
Ross after the stage 1 pit stops that Mark just mentioned. They set the standings for Ross right before the green flag flew in this final stage. He knows what he has to do.
man, they
He
just-
has put
they're
in
such
the work
good
all
friends.
weekend long in terms of getting ready for this race. Lee mentioned the time
I
he
saw a
spent with
baby
Shane
German
in the
Shepherd
sim. He did 4 sim stations
in the
with her.
drive-thru
2 of
one
those
time
were
at
with
work.
SVG.
I had to like go to the
Use
fucking
word
back for a second
insurance.
for like
That's
10
exactly
minutes.
what
Like I was just
Denny
like,
Hamlin
I
had
want
come
that
into
dog
this
so
race.
bad.
48 above the cut
I saw
line. It
one
has
that
not
looked like
been a flashy
I saw a
day
dog that looked
for
like
the
Sheena
11
in the
car.
drive-thru
Currently
one time.
runs
I literally went to the
22nd,
dumpster
just
and like
hasn't
fucking
quite
cried.
had the pace that we normally see out of the 11, although he himself has really struggled at road courses as of late. But this is all they need to do. Currently sitting plus 30 right now. Just simply have that car all rolling on all 4 tires. Will get them into the next round.
31 to go.
I owned pit bulls my whole life.
In the Bank of America 400.
Yeah, I love
In
Link.
this round of 12, which has seen a
And
couple
they're
of
cheap
awesome
because
races
they're
so far. It
sheltered
was
from
Blaney at Loudon in New Hampshire that got the lobster. Huge controversy last weekend in Kansas and a brilliant win at the hands of Chase Elliott. Who's
Yeah,
going to do
I
it
just love
today?
bulldogs.
And who
But obviously
is
there's-
eliminated today?
I don't want to.
Sarah Benzino.
If somebody was like, you have to take care of this poodle, I would love it. But like,
LLC.
I don't want to poodle.
What'd she call her?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC?
We actually sold the twins' name.
Riley Herb said maybe
Like
Kyle
stadiums
Busch should
or kids
retire.
are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze,
It was
Tan and
Guerrero
Spa.
Jr. grandson.
If you need a tan, I'm your man.
We do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
What's
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
For
Last night?
250 years, America has depended on the courage of those who serve. They've defended our freedom and helped us become the nation we are today. At Wounded Warrior Project, we honor the past by building a better future for post 9/11 veterans, service
I want
members,
the
and their
Mariners to win.
families. They've given us their best. Join us in supporting them through the next 250 years of strength and resilience. Visit woundedwarriorproject.org/USA.
America's team.
I knew that something was different.
The Braves are not
I knew
America's
it, I
team.
called it. It's Blue Chew. Blue Chew. Blue Chew.
Braves were called America's
Blue
team
Chew
for a
is
while
one
because they were,
small,
for a long time,
blue,
broadcasted, like their local
chewable
games were broadcasted on
delivered directly
TBS.
to your door whenever you
So
need
like
them.
people could watch them like
Promise you
anywhere.
longer than it. Stronger, stronger, stronger.
And
Stronger,
everyone
stronger,
wanted
and
them to
lasting
beat the
longer.
Astros.
So the ladies, let your man know, and you're welcome in advance.
Yeah.
She wouldn't do it.
When you
They
think
did.
horses, you think boots. You think boots, you think cowboys and cowgirls. You think cowboys and cowgirls, you think honky tonks, Friday nights, and $2 beers. Because it's payday. You think payday, you think hard work and all the people who do those things that make the world work. And now it's Saturday night, rodeo night. So you're thinking horses, which means you're thinking booze. Boots. You're thinking
those are cheap.
Elliot.
Pretty easy.
All these folks in the slump, they're chugging cans.
Though it also depends on the wrap. If it's like dried out,
they gotta get this new liquid IV energy multiplier sugar free.
I mean, it can. I roll dried it once.
Keeps you going.
I mean, it
keeps you focused without the jitters.
This one was a medium.
It's the glitch with liquid IV.
Medium one. Should hit it.
A reminder, NBA returns to NBC. The first game, Houston Rockets at defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder, October 21st. And a reminder about the All-Star game, also on NBC, February 15th from LA.
You can just like shoot yourself.
There he is, the NBA legend. And
I'm
we
sorry.
welcome Michael Jordan.
Hey, that's Michael Jordan.
He's going to join us on NBA and coverage as a special contributor. But he's not thinking about that. MJ's thinking about this 45 car, one of his two drivers out on track, who's still trying to make his way, Steve, into the round of 8, just like he did here at Charlotte Motor Speedway at the Roval a year ago.
Yeah, and listen, with 29 laps to go, we expect green flag pit stops, and we have seen it both in the truck and the Xfinity Series race. Late
Give
cautions,
Lucci like
decisions to
$2,000.
pit, overtime finishes, and a big change of position. Not as much for the lead, but back in the pack. So if you're this 45 car, Marty, you just have to stay in touch, stay inside that top 10. A late yellow could change the fortune of the whole day.
Fortunately, Billy Scott's doing all he can to keep his driver in
You give Lucci $2,000, he invests it in Blockbuster. It's coming back, guys. I promise. It will be back.
We'll see who's laughing.
Keep going the direction you went on that last stop. We are clearly better.
Nokia.
Reddick has driven up into the top 10 here, sitting in 8th right now, so he's pretty happy with the race car, but he's got a long gap to make up to Kyle Larson, now almost 24 seconds behind.
Like Reddick's got to have some things go his way, some cautions fall, try to get some track position. We talked about how badly
Larson has a big lead, or a 2.8 second lead over SVG. Pretty decent lead.
We also talked about how good SVG is, and you see how much gap that he has put on Mr. Roval already, and he is about a half a second a lap faster than Kyle Larson over the last few laps. And I really feel like the best way to beat SVG is to get in a situation where you hit as many times as you can.
You got season tickets?
Keep fresh tires on the car.
Is it like 2 tickets or
as fast as you can, because his strength is on old tires. He always finds a way to find some pace on older tires.
It's gonna be
right
like
there,
rotating.
that was a
one.
second
Like my dad will go
faster than Kyle Larson.
I mean, I won't be able to go till the NASCAR season. That's probably
that is an unbelievable amount of speed that he has over Larson. What I will say though is we have yet to see the 88 have to run someone
the one during the
down.
weekend night game.
Watkins Glen. Chris Buescher beat him in a head-to-head battle in the last couple laps. He forced the 88 into a mistake. So to your point, Jeff, right? Don't let the 88 get in front and cruise on old tires. Try to make a mistake. We haven't seen many, but the best chance of a mistake is asking him to push 45 on pit road, Marty.
Yeah, Steve, I tell you what, you got to wonder if Billy Scott's thinking, hey, we're doing this in this last stop of the race here with 27 to go, or they might push it and do 2 stops to the end. Got to try something different. To Jeff's point, they need something to fall their way. Fresh Goodyear tires going on the 45. Again, he's really happy with the handling of it. We'll see if it's one more stop to the end or none. And that's it for the day for Tyler Reddick.
They both suck for me.
This weekend here on the Roval with the Truck Series race,
the ACC's not very
crazy
good football
and
conference,
last
so I feel
night
like
with the
sometimes I'm
Xfinity
watching
Series also crazy.
They both suck,
into
but they're
that
both
race.
cool.
So this thing is far from done.
Also, the dome
Reddick
sucks.
And the 2311 camp just have to keep on digging. There's still 27 laps to go.
The bleachers are
About 8 or
gone,
9
so that's
laps,
cool.
I imagine, until we see the 5 to 8 and the 20 come to pit road. If they kind of leapfrog
Only
on the
good
same
food is
cycle
like
they've
the
been
chicken.
having. Parker, is that what you're hearing out of Larson? About 8 or 9
Sound
more?
in there.
They haven't quite given an update on that, but more so what Jeff just pointed out about the speed of that 88.
I'm glad I didn't go to
Incredible
one
list
game
the
during
amount of
the
info they've been
Boeheim
giving
coaching
Kyle
era.
Larson about what SVG is doing, including the most pertinent bit of info.
It was New Year's Day in 2022.
I remember. And like his two sons were the only ones that played well.
Yeah, Buddy Boeheim and what was it, Bo Boeheim?
One was Buddy, the other one was Jimmy.
Oh, I don't know why I thought that was a Bo Boeheim.
So this is a great shot. Let's follow along with this because we're going to be able to see what Parker just talked about all weekend long and at most racetracks. The strength
in the
of the
NBA.
88 is in the braking zones. We talked about it earlier in the race.
I remember in the Summer League game, Thunder Suns, he actually went off.
Larson can slow the car
That was cool to
down.
see.
He's big, but
He
he's
can't
just not
slow it down like the 88 can and still make the corner. What SVG can do so well is he can right here get further into the braking zone but still make these corners. Look how smooth he is. But he makes up ground even though he is kind of overdriving the corner entry. And not only is there lap time in that,
I don't know. SVG might catch him.
difficult to defend.
I think SVG is going to catch him.
He'll pass at you when he can outbrake you. What can you do?
Yeah.
He's behind you. He simply drives in the corner deeper, pulls alongside you, and takes the spot. That is what his strength is.
The age-old request or saying is be smooth and fast, and some say they can't.
Thunder?
But that's what SVG does, and Christopher Bell is on mid road. 25 to go, Parker.
Right lane, he just
It
come
might
on
have
the
been
radio and
Detroit.
said,
I don't
no rear
remember.
grip, I need longevity. Then as he was
Actually, I think you were right. I think it might have been
This says
once
Detroit.
again, a late call to bring
Summer
up
League
down
last
the
year.
road. Of the leaders on
Summer
the
League
road,
last year, I think it might have been with the Thunder, but it might have been Detroit. I actually don't remember.
Yeah, and crew chief James Small for Chase Briscoe told me this morning their weakness this playoffs has been inconsistency on pit road. So for what could be the final stop, they'll look for clean and smooth. Remember, they asked Chase to run top 10 to 12 for the rest of this stage. He pitted from the 7th. He'll look to regain track position and hopefully transfer.
The big problem for the 20 was a 10.8-second pit stop. You saw the trouble on the right side. That's probably a solid second or second and a half slower than you're looking for. Bottom of the screen, you see James Small. That's the crew chief for the 19 of Briscoe. So let's just take a look. Something on the right rear, it looked like. Right side up, right front off, right front on. Oh, man, I'm going to tell you. They didn't come back and jack the right rear up. I'm very...
Yeah, last night's Xfinity race started at
right rear stays tight on the
5:10.
20. It looked like he was still tightening it up on the way down.
So,
We hope it is. We're not trying to
it
wish
like
bad
ended
luck
at
on the
night.
20,
They
but
brought
we
in
have
like
seen
temporary
that's how wheels
lighting
are left loose
for the
as
road
the
course
car gets
section.
dropped. So if we, think about that, the jack
It was
man
pretty
even knew it
cool.
was close. He checked up and looked. They thought about coming back in. They chose not to. So we'll have to just keep an eye and listen on the radios
Kind
on
of
the
like
20 to see if that tire
floodlights.
stays. Now at the front,
They're like super,
it is real
like a lot taller.
about a half a second
Like
to
the
a
lights
second
are
a lap.
bigger.
And Jeff, to your point, I just don't know how you defend somebody who's so much better in the braking zones.
Yeah, it's so difficult. Larson's doing all he can. But see, corner exit. Yeah, corner entry, the corner exit is he's just simply faster. And everybody wants to know why. There's lots of theories about it. I'm going to tell you, one of the things that is just plain and simple fact, he has more experience and more time doing this than everybody else. And when you take a world-class driver and you couple that with experience, he is going to be hard to beat.
Tail of the trail. He's exquisite with trail braking. And he's so good. Here he comes. Van Gisbergen.
SVG.
Kyle Larson, the defending race winner here at the Bank of America. Roval 400.
See, he gained on entry, but didn't really lose anything everywhere else. And that is just such an advantage. Let's see if he actually gets to the 5 car here. I don't think it's a real safe place to pass this time of the race. There's probably no need to try to make this pass here.
I think when you're better like that, you can be more patient.
Yes.
You have 24 laps. This is really, I think, we're 88. So he's fast. We talked about that. But what gets overlooked is his racecraft.
It's crazy.
So many races in these full-body style cars down in Australia, Diff, that you've covered, and you've seen that they run like this, nose to tail, for so many laps, and he's so comfortable in proximity.
I think right here, climbing the hill, going to make a right-hander, and then to the 180-degree corner. Watch what the 88 does here. I have a feeling that the pass is coming.
Meanwhile, on board bottom box, Joey Logano.
Here comes SVG
Just simply
for the lead,
outbreaks the
and he
back
takes
car.
the lead there.
It makes it look easy.
Little tap from Larson, exiting turn 7. Here's Christopher Bell.
With Bell's
SVG takes the lead.
Earlier, he's run a couple laps so much faster that I assume he's going to easily be the leader of this race. We're going to see if that's the case when this all cycles around. Remember, the leaders still need to pit. Logano on pit road. That's a story because of the battle between the 1 and Chastain. Marty.
The 22, kind of in no man's land here, Steve, with 23 to go. Paul Wolf said if you can make it live for 4 or 5 more laps, I would love that. Logano said, my stuff is gone. I'm literally just hanging on. He said, we have 2 sets. If you want to make that call, we can 2-stop it in these 22 laps left in the race, 23. He said, you make the call. Paul Wolf said, come to pit road, Parker.
Hey, Marty, and for the 20, Christopher Bell was just told to go hard. They are going to pit again in this stage. So seeing if this works out for them. Basically a 3-stop since the last caution here for the 20 of Christopher Bell. So he's going as hard as he can right now, knowing they'll stop again.
Well, we'll have to see if that works out.
So Bell will stop again.
Make up enough time to add an extra pit stop. SVG and Larson continue to just run away at the front of the pack, about 23 seconds back to third. Now we see Chastain on pit road countering the pit stop of the 22. Kim.
Yeah, and as soon as Joey committed to pit road, crew chief Phil Surgeon got on the radio and said, Silverado, Silverado. Apparently in a directive for Ross Chastain, brought him down pit road, 4 fresh Goodyear tires to finish out.
22 laps to go here at the Roval. Everybody's throwing everything they've got at it. Can they catch SVG?
This is how you make crispy Korean fried chicken.
Wi-Fi speeds as fast as home, even when you're on the go.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get a free large drink in the Sonic app this month only. That's one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher plus a free large drink when you order in the app. It's the QB1 of burger deals.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one.
Cars.
The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Go fast. Me too.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
In my line of work, people are always asking for favors. Just the other day, someone offered to buff my brass for a deal on a room. I said, thanks, I'm good. Then I told them about Hotels.com. Members save up to 20%. With that kind of discount, you could stay at a place with a killer spa. Get a manicure, clean up those mitts a little, eh? Hotels.com. Members save up to 20% at hundreds of thousands of hotels. How can I help?
For 8 remaining drivers, what matters is the moment. Steeled focus on detail. Driven by heart, steered by steady hands. The resolve to make a run for the ages.
We're all winning. When we were at New Hampshire, Denny Hamlin fucking wrecked Ty Gibbs, which is his team.
Fighting for his life in that courtroom.
I was like, whoa.
If he would turn over.
Ty Gibbs was racing him hard, and Ty Gibbs is not in the playoffs, and Denny Hamlin is, and it was for like 11. So Denny was just fed up, and he was like, fuck you, and just punted him out of the way and spun him and wrecked
Shadows
him.
growing longer here at Charlotte Motor Speedway as the NASCAR playoffs continue. On USA with the Bank of America Roval 400.
I was just standing there in shock.
While we were away, not only did Kyle Larson pit, and these fans on the Bank of America fan cam saw that, But they will have heard that this man here, Ross Chastain, has been handed a penalty.
11 strikeouts, no hits
right
in
now.
5.
This is a
for the guy.
massive mistake.
No hits?
He was 3 to 4.
Yankees are being no hit.
Yeah.
I put it in the wrong
Damn.
gear. So
His pitch count probably super high.
There's a perfect. Is he
76
have any walks?
He recognizes that he's
there
going
is a
too
guy on
fast,
base
tries
in
to
this
slow
video, so
down
it's not
to get it
perfect.
below
I'm
pit
just
road
walking.
speed. Watch. He put it in gear, and then he pulled it back to get it in the correct gear. And
I streamed that game
is
against the
just
Broncos.
2 mistakes on
And
pit
you know
road by
the
the
worst
driver.
fucking part?
One, he
The Steelers are
overshot
going to win that
mid-exit,
division.
and on this one,
Lamar's
he just
out,
was
Browns
speeding
suck,
in the
Bengals
wrong
now
gear.
suck.
He knew it.
Yeah.
Look, he hasn't even been told yet.
Oh.
He has not even been told
Bills
there's a
just
penalty,
beat
but
the
he knew
Steelers,
there was
though.
one coming.
Well, now that he's served his penalty, he has blended on the racetrack right on the rear bumper of, well, maybe not right on the rear bumper, but just behind Joey Logano. And unfortunately, so you see the yellow car up ahead, that's who he has to catch. But let's remind everybody, after the stages, Ross Chastain has to outrun Joey Logano by 4 positions. So he has 19 laps to find 4 positions.
Brad's going behind the wall.
Dunware off track. Parker, what's up with the 6?
He just found an exit.
Just
went into it.
Shame. Been a great day for RFK. Yeah, so he's pulled off right there.
On the pit stop. I know it was in trouble because it wouldn't show right after
RFK,
that.
Roush, Fenwick, Kozlowski Racing.
At one point, the 3 RFK cars were in the top 7. And it was
Also
a really
the,
good day from the 4 team.
ownership
So,
group
back
that
to
owns
clawing his way back story
Red Sox
for Ross
owns that
Chastain.
team.
He's done it once. He's got to do it again. But he's only got 19 laps left. The leader of 88 of SVG has now came to pit road. Remember, the 5 of Larson has pitted. We showed that he blended out in front of the 20. So now the 88.
I don't think so.
Coming for his last set of tires, we presume. Barty, a little trouble with the 3 getting in.
Oh, wow. SVG had a little bit of an issue getting in there.
Had to check it up there going around Austin Dillon. They lost some time to the 5 last time as the 5 goes through the front stretch chicane. They were crazy fast on the long
Looks like they had a great pit stop, though.
SVG's call to run a little bit longer as Larson goes past the exit of
That
pit
issue
road.
did hurt
and he
them.
said, I want to split it up into even stages or even lap runs at the very end. Stephen Doran said that. So 2 even 18 lap runs for SVG to the end.
Now
And
you see the work
that
ahead.
interference
The
with
5 of the
Austin
20
Dillon
have gone by the backward side.
pulling out of his pit box
Basically
and
24 seconds
SVG
ahead.
trying to get
He
in
loses
there.
25 seconds pinning. He comes out 1 second
Hurts him.
behind. He has the fresher tires just by a lap or 2, and he proved on the last one that in 18 laps he ran them all down, but very close getting on pit road, Jeff, with the 3.
You see Austin Dillon leading the pits. And SVG heads up. Just check it up. Letting Austin get out. Cost him about a second.
Well,
could have been a lot worse.
So we have 2 real battles. We have a battle
Oh,
for the
Kyle
win
will gain
between
another
the 5, the
position.
20, and the 88.
Kyle's
Busch with
9
the
laps
big
down and
two-vector in 4th.
36th.
And the other big battle is Ross
He wrecked on the
Chastain and
first
Joey Logano
corner
after his speed
of the
penalty.
race.
You see on the bottom of the pylon, right?
Of the entire
Chastain
race.
running 20th, Logano 18th. So Chastain
Like,
has
he
to
went
beat
9
Logano
laps
by
down,
4
I
if
think.
He wants to advance on
he
points
fucked
and
his car
points
up
alone
then.
with 18
9
laps to
laps on a
go.
road course?
Everything that this guy
Yeah.
did in the second
But he's about to
stage
pass
to claw his way
Kozlowski
back,
for
get
35th.
good stage points.
It's better than
Get the
36th.
advantage or
Yeah.
get even with Joey Logano. And
There's
give
37
himself a
guys
shot.
in the race.
And now he sees the guy immediately ahead. But ahead and passing him, like Steve said, is not enough.
about
He's
how
got to
you
get
start,
by
how you
and
finish.
clear out
Mhm.
in these final 17 laps. Ahead up
Maybe
the
he'll get
road
really
is
crazy
Bubba
and do like
Wallace,
34.
Ricky Stenhouse, Alex Bowman. He's
Oh, yeah,
got
how about I
those
specify
drivers
he
as
got
well.
wrecked by
The
Hocevar.
advantage, though,
Oh, okay.
is that
So
he
it wasn't
does
a
have
stall.
newer tires than some
Not
of the
really.
people in front of him.
And that could be an advantage for this one car. And there's
He was
a
wrect
car
by
there got a pit, and as crazy as it
Carson
sounds, I think they're
Hocevar,
gonna blend right
whose
around
nickname
these
is the
two. So do they blend
Hurricane.
in front or behind? Like there's
That's his-
some points there
yeah.
that he dropped in. Like
And
little
Jaden
Easter eggs. I just don't know
Jaden
who's
says
gonna
it was a
find them.
Category 5
This
hurricane.
is far from over. Far from over. And
I don't
the
think it was a
defending race
Category
winner,
5 hurricane. I
who's
think it was maybe
searching
like
for a
Category
victory
1.
for the first time in some 19
Highest
races.
category.
His home is
5.
literally a stone's throw away from Charlotte Motor Speedway. There's Hendrick Motorsports headquarters, and just peeking over the trees is where we are.
but never did. I'm just a little bitty girl, like a whole night streets, doing my own thing. Check me out, fella.
Shut up, bitch.
What would you like the power to do?
Oh, that's mean.
Bank of America.
$7 for a
Just a
coffee?
little girl trying new
Nah.
things.
How about Sonic
No.
Salted Caramel Toffee Iced Coffee with cold foam for only $2.99? It's the fancy without the pricey. Better yet, try it for free with any purchase in the Sonic app.
There's only one fuel that can drive the performance you demand from your car. New 94 Octane, the highest octane on the market. Only at Sunoco.
I'm being told this is Legal Evil from Liberty Mutual, who helps save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance. And his partner Doug is the gentleman under the security guard.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
A Chewy order is on the way for Jaws, who never lets go of what he loves. At least not until Dad gets on Chewy and gets him something new to love. Delivered fast. So Jaws can always live his best life. One mouthful at a time. For low prices and fast shipping, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Words of wisdom for the family.
Eat more wings.
Wow. Let that sink in. Kids, I think you'd all agree that these were words that your grandfather used.
This is how you make crispy Korean fried chicken.
Wi-Fi speeds as fast as home, even when you're on the go.
For 8 remaining drivers, what matters is the moment. Driven by heart and a resolve to make a run for the ages. The NASCAR playoffs continue at Las Vegas, live on USA.
You saw that move in non-stop. Shane Van Gisbergen getting by Christopher Bell when Christopher locked up, and now he's got his sight set on the 5. Left-hand side of your screen of Kyle Larson. Can Larson go back-to-back here at the Roval?
The SVG's
Final
catching up.
15 laps. Meanwhile, Ross Chastain buried in the pack and desperately trying to claw his way forward. He is 6 points below the cut line, and Joey Logano is 6 to the good. Every position counts.
Yeah.
And far from over. I think there's some pit stops expected out of this group of cars. There's multiple different strategies. For the climb of
good.
Larson and the 88 of SVG, I believe they're done pinning is the goal. The 88's long run speed, Jeff, is just so good. You pointed it out under braking and tire life.
Who's at this point?
He does such a good job of saving his tires, but still finding a way to make pace.
Byron has the most
There's an art
points.
to that.
Like going fast and not using any fuel. This is going fast and not using any tire.
We were talking about it during the break. And hey, Denny Hamlin does it. We see him doing it at
short tracks.
Martinsville, Richmond, and places like that.
Here we go. Here we go. Turn 7.
Here we go for the lead.
Van Gisbergen's trying to squeeze the
Oh shit! Contact! Oh my god!
You know how much these guys want the win simply by that behavior.
Will Larson be able to defend against SVG here? Here he comes!
Deep on the brakes, into the back.
Oh my god! Contact! Oh shit! Oh my god!
Larson's not having it. This thing's not.
Oh!
That's
a lap car.
It's brought the 20 right back into it. Look at that yellow number 20. He has some momentum. Will he try to attack the 5 into the
Ty Dillon
front
has a lap
stretch
car.
chicane?
Here comes Larson once again, giving him contact.
Yep, he's not taking this.
Oh shit!
lightly.
Oh my god!
Late move into the hairpin. I think the 88's late move into the
Bell's
hairpin
catching up.
frustrated the 5, and the 5 is showing his frustration by absolutely.
Here comes Larson!
And here comes Christopher Bell. Watch the black and yellow. DeWalt Camry.
Wow! And here comes Bell for second!
His way through.
The 88 got out into tire marbles on the outside of the racetrack. that build up by the wall.
Wow. That 35 is a lap car.
And also SVG, he doesn't want this contact. He has the fastest car and 13 laps to go. So he is like, hey, if you're going to do that, I'm going to just give you your space, take my time, come back at you. But Larson clearly has sent the message.
Inside
SVG coming for second once again.
As was the case several
Takes
laps
it.
ago. So Van Gisbergen back to second. But let's have a look at this. And these guys roughing each other up. I think it's just a really late dive. I think the 5 is turning in like it's going to the bottom. The 88 dives in, and he's barely there. He's on the inside, but only by a foot. And that's why I think Larson turns left and says, man, we've worked together all day long.
SVG once again catching back up.
And get into my left rear. And then the pushing and the shoving and the disagreeing continues. An amazing drive by both guys.
So watch this. Larson just bangs into him, and then there just stands in the gas and pushes SVG out of the way. Todd Dillon saying, I'm going to get away from this wreck. Gets by both of them.
Jaden says that Larson was being a little dirty.
That's the
Who
question.
cares?
He knows now
It's racing.
that Larson is willing
Yeah, fucking who
to do
cares?
whatever. So how does SVG handle this? Does he just move Larson out of the way? Or does he try to pass him like he just did and it didn't work?
I think, to your point, now SVG knows that he's kind of, you know, angered the swarm of bees in the 5 car. The driver of the 5 is upset, so he wants to set him up, and this is what you're talking about right here. The 88 just gets wide, gets on all that loose tire debris, and once that gets on his tires, I mean, look at it. That's going to be a problem.
And also, while all this is going on, the 20 car just pitted. So he is playing a different strategy than these guys.
I think it was clear to him that he didn't have enough car to race these guys heads up.
See, now that time SVG did not dive on
That's
him.
right.
I think so.
But look at this. I mean, this is where
When was the last time they pitted?
he is going to easily get alongside Larson. And I think this time SVG just takes the spot.
There we go.
And Larson gives it to him.
As clinically as that. Maybe a little touch on the way through, another little reminder that I wasn't too happy
No, they
about
don't.
that, but then won't have another say at this stage.
I loved everything that happened there. Larson was like, look, I know you're faster. You dare dive bomb me? Push, shove, beat, bang, and then shove you out of the way on the front stretch. Went back, calmed down, ran him down, and then put a clean pass on him. And Larson's like, okay, if you're going to pass me clean, I'm going to let you go.
And while all that action was
Their
going
tires
on,
are going to be worn by the end of this
the
run.
one car of Ross Chastain has gotten by Joey Logano. This is just the last lap. Here he goes underneath him, easily makes this pass. Now Chastain.
This is going to be a nail-biter between the 1 and the 22 all the way to the finish.
For sure.
Because with 11 laps to go, the question is, does the 1 and the 22 plan on staying on the racetrack? The 1 is absolutely faster. I just don't know if there's positions available. And with that said, does the 22, does Paul Wolf dare pull his driver out of a transfer position to come to pit road again?
Pit. Ready? There you have
Logano's
it.
pitting.
Oh, that is just such a gutsy call, because if we watch the points as he pits, Logano is at +2 in your bottom left. Check this out right here. +2. Well, as Chastain stays on the racetrack and cars continue to go by, now it's 0. Now it's +2 for Chastain. It's going to continue to fall. +3. Marty, the 22 in front of you for their last pit stop.
Paul Wolf, always a master
Chastain's above it.
We'll see if this
That's
plays
good.
out or not. Remember when they pitted just a moment ago, we mentioned this was in the playbook to stop one more time today, and this could be the decision of whether or not they make it to the round of 8 or not. Clean pit stop by this championship pit crew. These are 1.5 lap scuffs, Steve. Let's see if the 1 answers the call or they stay on the track.
Steve, you were one of the very best on the pit box about these strategy calls. What tools and how did he make that decision?
I believe that Paul Wolf feels that we're either going to get a
every
yellow
road
or there's
course this
enough
year?
tire life that he can run the 1 back down with
Was there
10 laps
one
to
that
go.
he
You should be able to make up 25 or 30
wasn't
seconds
even
pretty
2, was
easy.
it?
If I'm the 1, though, I just don't think I can pit from a transfer
He
position.
lost
Jim.
Coda.
I'm going to have to wait to see it. How
So
it
they're going to
plays
be
out. What are you
America's
hearing?
back in
Yeah, they're kind of
March.
waiting to no direction.
Who
to
won that
Chastain
race?
In terms
Forgot.
Of whether or not they
No, it was
would pit.
Bell.
They do have
Bell won
a
that
fresh
race.
set of tires if they did elect to bring him
Oh,
down
yeah,
right
I
now,
had
keeping
it.
him on the
I remember
racetrack.
that one.
And it has actually been radio silence on the 1 radio since Ross's second mistake of the day. So just really focusing forward on the final 10 laps of this race.
When Ross Chastain sat down with us before the playoffs began, he said last year was brutal, missing out I was sad, and then I turned that sadness into anger, and then into motivation.
But this was kind of the race where people were like, maybe he
this year
doesn't get it because it's like the oval and road course
that he
mix.
stays in the playoffs, or is today the day that he gets bounced out of the playoffs? It's all to play for in the final 10 laps.
And then what I said was I think he's going to get it,
When it
but
comes to your wireless plan,
it's not going
don't
to be as
settle for
easy.
less. Get more with a
Hasn't
free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk. More ways
It
to
hasn't been
connect.
as easy and straightforward as it has been in other
Stream
races.
the last lap of the race. And when you spend less with Straight Talk, you can get more moments to yourself by getting something for them. Switch to Straight Talk and get a free 5G phone on us, on America's most reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, official partner of NASCAR. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu, which means make it a meal and save. Extra value meals are back. So now, get a sausage McMuffin with egg meal for $5.
Okay, your home, auto, and business vehicle are all protected with Progressive. Nice. It gets a bit overwhelming running a business and a family. Ooh, sounds like someone could use a vacation. A what? A vacation. Like taking a break from the stresses of life and work. Oh, like when I'm logging everyone's hours so I get to sit for a while. No. Oh, like when I'm making a delivery in my van and a song comes on that I like. No. So like when I take my work van to the car wash and it's all quiet in that tunnel for like 5 minutes. No, it's like when you go away and you take pictures and I don't know, I've never been on one either.
Valvoline Restore and Protect. A first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like new. Restore and Protect. Another first from Valvoline.
So there I was, scrolling eBay,
when I saw this.
still in the box. It's like the exact same one my mom wore.
This whole time, it was right there on eBay.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
Larson's pitting.
Dinner time is going to be easy tonight. Wings to go for game time.
They say patience is
9
a
laps
virtue.
to go.
I say game's on in 15 minutes.
So yeah, I'd say that means that SVG probably has to pit if Larson's pitting because yeah, SVG doesn't have to pit,
There's
but
a method to all this
I think
motorsports
Larson's
madness.
fresher tires are going to be a lot on him.
Do all the shifting, launching, and battling over a bottle of champagne.
I don't know. And yeah, it's true. Maybe not in 8 laps.
But I guess with the lead he has, he might as well just
Put it in that, so you
Yeah.
can feel like this.
no one else is going to catch him.
Now
even
you're
if he pits, right?
You in?
No one's really close.
Well, if SVG pits?
If SVG pits, yeah. The
Yeah.
one that would catch him.
Larson probably wouldn't
to
catch
not
him.
only win this Bank of America Roval 400, but
Yeah,
to
so if
see
SVG
who
pitted,
makes the round of
Larson,
8.
they'd be pretty
the
close.
WeatherTech Chevy, Shane Van Gisbergen,
No one
Trackhouse
else.
Racing with a 21-second lead over
We'll see.
Christopher Bell. That's the state of play at the front, but the other focus is the one of Ross Chastain versus Joey Logano for the 8th and final position.
Did
Joey
Logano's
Logano
pick
in
just
23rd
choke
with
him in
fresher
playoff
tires,
spot?
trying to run Chastain down in 13th. Remember,
Logano's
Chastain has to
race
lead it by
choked
4
him
to
in the playoff
advance.
spot.
Logano trying to shorten that gap on the top
Chastain not
SVG.
gonna hit?
The 21-second gap is
I
not
don't know.
enough. If the 88 pits, he will come out 4 or 5 seconds behind Bell. That is the problem for the 88. Marty, what are you hearing?
To add another twist to this, Shane Van Gisbergen told Stephen Dorn a few laps ago, I feel like the right
SVG
rear
will
is
lose the
coming
lead if he
apart
pits for
on our
4
car.
tires. That's
it
what
feels
Jaden
very
said.
weird, especially through the bank corners in the oval. They asked him to manage it as best he could, but right now SVG trying to hang on. They also asked him when Larson pitted a moment ago, he said, should we cover? He said no,
That could be a
because
caution.
Christopher Bell would be way ahead of us. He's already made the other stop, Kim.
Well, Marty, a couple laps ago with 9 to go, crew chief Phil Surgeon finally got on the radio and painted
Watch the
picture
Commanders after
for
this.
his driver Ross Chastain on what happened with the 22 pitting, where they're running versus where the
Game
one
was close.
is running, what the point situation was, and he said 9 to go.
Yeah.
Just last lap, Ross confirmed. So we're staying out. And they said yes. So with 7 to go, we do not expect Chastain to come down pit road for those fresh sticker tires, Marty.
8 points stand between the reigning defending champion Joey Logano and making it to the round of 8. He is very frustrated with lap traffic. They do have speed in these little bit fresher tires than Ross Chastain has, but he also knows he has 8 positions to make up if he's going to make it to the round of 8.
Well, right now, Ross Chastain is 13th. The question is, how many guys behind Chastain can catch him and pass him Many behind him have better tires. Here's Chastain right here. Josh Berry has 1 lap newer tires, but now Reddick a lot newer tires, Briscoe newer tires, Gibbs newer tires. All those guys are coming to get Chastain.
The question is, can Logano move forward? Because he just got passed by Gilliland. You know, it's like 2 road trips. The old algebra assignment, if you leave on a train running 1 speed and the other train's running this speed, who gets there first? That's basically what we're going to see right here between new and old tires.
That was a very good position too. Larson on Buscher.
Well, here you go. I mean, this is going to be a stressful 6 laps. You see the cars in front of Logano. The 8 car, he's a lap down. Gilliland
I guess they just hope SVG
Logano,
has an issue.
Right, so no position on the 8 car.
Doesn't control.
Keep in mind the alliance between Wood Brothers and Team Penske. So Josh Berry here to get Ross Chastain helps his sort of teammate Joey Logano.
And Berry has better tires, right? And so do the cars behind Chastain. So he wants to race hard here, but it's about lap time. It's not necessarily about position with Berry. It's about making the best lap time you can for the next 6 laps.
And I think you have to defend, because if you just let him go, you're just giving up points.
Yeah, but he was beside him. He already gave the spot up.
Yeah.
Like the Berry already had the spot. Just wasn't a good time. Here comes Gibbs. He's on newer tires.
And every position is going to be a shift in points.
Every spot counts. Every position counts.
Problem is, Logano actually lost the spot as well.
And once this 19 car of Briscoe gets by Chastain, there's not many cars behind him. Hamlin is behind him. Denny Hamlin has 92 laps on tires.
Briscoe's past Chastain.
89.
And that'll
so not a
make
massive,
Chastain now plus 5 over the cut line.
Jeff, this brings the gap down to 5 points now.
Look at the gap. There's the 11 and the 1. It's the entire back straightaway. Here comes the 11.
Mac Jones.
Maybe.
342
So
yards.
now it's basically, in my mind, not the 1 can lose, but can the 22 gain. I think the 1 has lost all we expect him to lose, Jeff. That's kind of what we're thinking with the gap. Maybe Gibbs can get there with a faster lap time, but for me, it's all now offense for the 22. Can Logano pass anyone in front of him? And I just haven't seen the speed out of anybody.
That's a great point. He's got Gilliland ahead of him. Then he's got Justin Haley. Then he's got Bubba Wallace. There they are.
It's a great shot right here.
Better in the 42, 48, 47, and 11. That would be enough to get you in.
They're not just calling out positions, they're calling out car numbers.
Yeah.
So what he said? He said 42. All right, so Nemechek's up there a little bit. He's the next car in line, that black and pink car, the 42. So they said they're better than him.
SVG has
Much
a
older
huge
tires,
lead.
yeah, 42 car. Not Gilliland, the next car, but then Wallace and the 48. I'm not sure I see the speed on the 48. I think that's going to be a hard pass.
By 4.
Wallace has much better tires.
Bro should just race
Time is running out, though. 3.5 laps to go, Marty.
He only needs 4 spots. Coleman Presley giving constant
He did.
updates. They told him the 11 is the target, but remember, they own the tiebreaker over
He
Ross
did do that.
Chastain.
And now he came over here and beat our ass.
Joey Logano. He
Beat
needs
the
3
Americans.
more if he's going to make it a tie
was
and
he
win
like
it on the
a top driver
tiebreaker.
over there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay.
next
Because
position for
I was just
Logano,
wondering
though,
if any of those Australian
is
drivers could come over here and
a
win road
long
courses.
way ahead.
Or at least
Yeah,
be a
because
top
that yellow
contender at the
car
road
of Gilliland, I
courses.
don't think is an
Scott
opportunity.
McLaughlin. I wonder if he
So you gotta get
could.
in front of him.
But I wonder if
This is
SVG
gonna
is
be a
just a
nail-biter
special
right to the
talent.
head.
Bubba Wallace
Because
has
really,
fresher
the only
tires.
guy even
Instead,
close to him
Bowman
is like
has
Larson,
a
and
little
he
bit
just
older
dogged on
tire, but
Larson.
Bowman
Scott
is 4 or
McLaughlin
5 seconds ahead of the 22.
and SVG were kind of like the best when they were
Ross
racing there.
Chastain has only made it to
In,
the round
New
of
Zealand.
8 once before.
Scott McLaughlin,
Can it
I
be
wonder
his
if he.
second appearance
I
despite
could see him
2
doing a
hiccups,
NASCAR race at some point.
Significant hiccups on pit road today.
Chastain has Denny Hamlin behind him. He's 4 seconds behind him, but he is certainly faster on newer
Those fans
tires.
like
I
sad
think
when
Chastain could
SVG
lose
did
another
this
spot.
full
I
time.
thought he was safe.
What?
I'm starting to take
I
that
wonder
back.
if like
These new tires,
Australian
the
fans were
closing
like
rate today
sad when
is just
SVG
so
said he was doing
gigantic.
this full time.
I'm not
Yeah, I
sure
don't
if
know.
Chastain can hold him off.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who is behind Hamlin, he also has
He's like
newer tires than the one of Chastain.
No, it'd be like,
Well, the
I don't know.
defender, the best defender in the series is
I mean, he's from
Logano,
New
the
Zealand,
second
but like
best
I'm
is
sure,
Chastain,
yeah,
and
there's
that
definitely a lot of New
defense is
Zealand
gonna be
fans that
on
watched
alert right here.
VA
He's gonna have to
Supercars.
block for all his might
He's
when
like a top
Hamlin gets
5
there.
driver. Imagine like
Because I don't think
it's
it's
next
a
year
Custer.
saying, yeah, he'll play in the Euro League next
He
year.
has the same tires, essentially.
And SVG's just cruising along, 17 seconds ahead, hoping that right rear tire issue we mentioned on the radio doesn't turn into anything more. Every year here, it comes down to 2 spots, 3 spots.
This point system, one position matters, one stage point matters. Remember the stage points that
we
Ross
get to watch Cindric
Chastain
get
got
eliminated.
earlier in the race.
Fuck
Currently,
Cindric.
that is the difference.
There's good things this week.
So, top box, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, in case that right rear doesn't hang on for SVG, this would be for the race win. However, there is a whopping 17 seconds from where they are to where Shane is. Eric Jones pulls off the track. By the way, quick mention, Eric Jones, and you see the pink window nets, the window of hope, phenomenal charitable campaign that continues to support breast cancer awareness and research with the Eric Jones Foundation. Great work once again.
Though 22 is not going forward. The gap is too big. It's out the back of the 1. The battle to advance is very clear to me now. Ross Chastain has got to hold off brand new tires or newer tires on both Hamlin and Wallace. And remember how dirty it is offline, right? If you get offline, you get stuff in your tires, you can give up 5-10 seconds right away. So for Ross Chastain, he needs to just somehow keep Hamlin behind him. And he has to decide, do you fight Hamlin and have a chance of cutting a tire, or you dare give up 1 spot or even 2 to Wallace?
Those cars behind him are only 2.5 seconds behind at this point with a lap and a half to go.
Oh shit! SVG, was he slow?
Will they get to
He looked slow for a second. Nobody's back going
Will
now.
they be able to pass him?
There was like 4-second jump right
The
there.
88's so far out that these guys still have to run a lot, right? They're just now coming to 2 to go.
And even if those
He looked slow for a second.
Or maybe he was just like playing it safe
Yeah.
or something because he's like, there's no one behind me.
2 cars
Yeah.
get by him, he's going okay. Look at this battle
But
here.
here's the battle between Bell and
Just
Larson.
crosses the line now, so 2 full laps to go for Ross
White
Chastain.
flag.
Kyle Larson on the inside of Christopher Bell.
And right there, Chastain
Well,
moves the
actually,
point down to 2.
Close enough.
Remember, the tiebreaker goes to Logano. So if it's 0, that is a Logano advancement. You have a lap and a half for
There
the
it
1
is.
car to try to hold off Hamlin. The 88 has already taken the white flag. He's so far ahead. So a caution would end it. We are on the white flag lap. A caution would end the race.
Here's the 11 car. The 11 car is to the 1. He is going to get to him. There's the 34.
Here comes Gilliland.
Getting the 11.
Just 2 points in it.
The 1's going to have to defend for all he's worth. I'm sure he understands
SVG.
the task at hand. He's now on
Huge
his final
lead.
lap. The 88 on the top of the screen.
Something catastrophic would have to happen. This is
He was stuck.
just another.
Exiting turn 7.
I didn't expect him to
Now that
lead by
brings it
this
to
much
a
and
point
win by
above,
this
a point
much.
below. For Ross Chastain to the
Yeah,
group,
that's a
Joey
pretty
Logano,
insane
a
gap.
point down.
I expected this to be.
Remember, Chastain
Oh.
still has it. Spoke out
It doesn't matter.
Van Gisbergen.
I expected this to be kind of like his
There was
maybe
smoke from
Achilles
the
heel
88.
at the
It was
road
going
courses,
sideways a little.
but no.
He's headed down to the backstretch. chicane
Dominant
on the
once
final
again.
lap. Can he nurse it home? He's got 18 seconds to just crawl around.
Just fucking
with Kyle
dominant
Larson in
is
pursuit.
crazy. Like
And
literally Jones around.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking crazy.
Hold these guys behind him.
SVG comes around
I don't think there's any
after a
way
dominant race.
in a very
Shane Van
humble way,
Gisbergen
Shane Van Gisbergen answered all the
once again
questions
beats
and
the
said,
Americans
"Not necessarily
and
gonna be credited
wins
with
at
winning
the
this race."
fucking Charlotte road course.
He really
SVG
horrified
wins the
that
Roval. But the race is on
Chastain has
to
to save
make
his
it
playoff spot.
to the 8, to the round of 8.
+1?
The
Yeah.
chase
Jesus
is
Christ, oh my God.
10 points away from Ross Chastain. Can Chastain
It's a long ways too.
defended before?
If Gilliland takes him, Logano owes him like
The 1 and the 11 heading into turn
+1.
7. It's second.
Oh shit!
These guys have to finish.
Oh shit!
Oh wow.
Oh my God!
There's the position. Can he somehow get back by the 11? That is
Oh my God!
Here comes the 48 with a lot of momentum.
Does that not switch it? So what happens after that?
Yeah, Logano, because I think he has most. We know. Logano gets it on the tiebreaker. You got to get around him. You got to get around him. Come on, Ross. You got to do fucking anything. I don't care what it is.
A crazy finish for the 16, and in a wild swing on the last lap, things are going.
It's gonna. Wow.
Incredible.
Dude. Oh my god! 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 Weston!
I don't get it. Wait, what the fuck?
Wait, what? Holy fuck! Holy fuck!
He just finished backwards.
He did, but does he get? But Logano passed him. So is he gonna be able to? Is Ross? No, Ross is out.
That's still bad. He went backwards.
Ross is out. Wow.
I mean, he is in this corner.
Wait. Jaden says Chastain will advance, but this says.
Did they not throw a caution?
No, they didn't throw a caution.
That's crazy. He just went backwards.
Two cars.
You didn't get a fine for that?
No.
You're allowed to do that shit.
Oh yeah.
Joey gets the tiebreaker.
And Ross Chastain.
You might get a fine for that. But
going back.
Just wreck city to try to make it in.
Oh boy. Chastain is not going to sleep tonight. Two problems.
Did he get in or not?
No, he didn't. Jaden's tripping.
He probably.
But he also.
Oh wait, no. Jaden did not say he will advance. Okay, so Ross will not advance.
Issue for the one, and absolutely no execution issue for this 88.
Damn, that sucks. But that was a fucking exciting finish.
That's 5 road course wins in succession. Shane Van Gisbergen, his first top 10 last weekend at Kansas, and backs it up with a victory at the Roval. And mixed emotions in the bottom boxes. Logano scrapes through and stands a chance to defend what could have been for Ross Chastain. And another win for Shane Van Gisbergen.
Damn. Ross eliminated. And Logano gets to go on once again.
Witness at the Roval, a crazy finish. SVG with 5 straight.
Last year, Logano won the championship. He wasn't even supposed to make it out of the round of 12. He got eliminated from the round of 12, and then somebody got disqualified. Bowman got disqualified ahead of him.
I know that race didn't disappoint the fans here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway.
And then he went on to the round of 8, and then won a race in the round of 8, and then won a championship.
Wins the race, he'll autograph the rugby ball and send it into the stands. To these fans, let's see how the kick goes today for SVG.
Oh shit, he's gonna kick a.
Nice.
Wow, 5th in a row, Shane. But you said, hey, I've got a right rear tire issue. Was that the smoke we saw in that final lap?
Yeah, it just started getting hot and sliding around, but what an awesome race. Kyle and Christopher driving really good and got a little rough, but man, the battle was awesome. And the other Tech Chevy, I lost it a little bit at the start of stage 3 and whatever they did for the rest of the race. Unbelievable, really enjoyed that, and it was a long time waiting, hoping the yellow wasn't going to come out.
I want to ask you about that rough racing with the 5 and the 20. I mean, you had to get elbows out, didn't you? Because you said, hey, at Bristol, I didn't like it when the non-playoff guys raced me that way.
Yeah, like I gave him a little bump at 7 by accident, and he just slammed me, and that sort of set it off. But I'm all for it. It was fun, and I hope he's not too pissed off. But hope it was good to watch too.
One win for Trackhouse Racing, but the other Trackhouse Racing driver out of the playoffs, Ross Chastain, is with Kim.
That's right, Marty. Out by 4 points and 2 mistakes on the day by Ross, but 2 rebounds. Put yourself in a position in the closing laps where you had to have the driver of your life. Your spotter, Brandon McReynolds, said before the last lap, I need a perfect lap. You need a perfect lap. If you had that last lap back, what would you do differently?
I'd restart the whole day, Kim. For Bushlight Chevy, Trackhouse Racing, they expect so much more out of me. And to speed on pit road, I got to go back. I went off the end of pit road and didn't turn. Thought I had more room and just trying to get to the yellow line and just completely started the downfall there, and then came off out of the pit stall and double clicked up into third, and just unforced errors, just terrible. So it's heartbreaking for almost 200 employees at Trackhouse, of our teammates, our ECR engines, everybody that makes this go around with Jockey and the Moose and Kubota. It's Justin hired me to carry this one car and to drive it and to be the leader, and I just completely unraveled our day. We definitely have to speed.
Don't blame yourself too much.
Yeah, I missed turn 7.
You tried your best.
Put the tires and let the 11 by. So
Dude, this finish is
not acceptable. Like just completely, just completely unacceptable.
Unacceptable. How do you kind of?
I don't say it was unacceptable.
Mistakes that were made.
That was perfectly acceptable. That
Knowing
fucking
that no
was
one
amazing.
else that had a hand in it, but me. The WISE program gave me everything I needed. GM, Chevrolet, Trackhouse. So I can go to bed knowing that they're building me to be the best I can be, but I've got to make those right decisions in those moments where I'm not on autopilot, but when I come out of the pit stall, I'm just getting to my lights, and I pulled twice. And when I went to the end of pit road, I didn't turn because I wanted to get to the end of the yellow line, and I needed to just turn the wheel. It's really simple. So, yeah, it's terrible to get to this level and not perform. It's when you watch and you learn and you study for half your life, to get here and to fail is a terrible feeling right now. And I will wake up tomorrow and go right back to work. That doesn't make it any better for our partners and for all of my teammates that are really upset with me right now. I know the 11's mad. I'm sure I would be too. He got by me clean and was giving me room, and he got by me clean, and I wiped him out. So just have to wake up tomorrow and go back to work, though.
Ross Chastain eliminated here at the Roval, Parker.
Right, and on the flip side of that, Joey Logano advances. So in that final 2 laps, did you realize how close it was between you and Ross Chastain?
Yeah, everyone was telling me how close it was going to be there, and gosh,
shit, they're booing him.
Fans are. Is that me? Is that who they're booing at? Hey, we're still alive, baby. We're still going. I'm so excited. Such a close finish there, and I knew it was within a point there, and I knew we were going to be tied at the end, and Ross was going to do whatever he had to do to make it happen. This wasn't quite fast enough today with our car, but overall, man, it's the drama of the playoffs, right? If you want drama, the playoffs bring it every time. What an entertaining finish there, and to come down to, like I said, a tie there basically at the end before the wreck. So proud of Paul Wolf. Made some really hard calls today.
Joey Logano loves the playoffs
audible there at the end
because he's been gifted 3 championships because of it.
Making that call there at the end was ultimately what kept us there in the game with just a few left. So, as a championship performance from the team, wish I was a little faster, but overall, I got to be more proud of the team, and we still got a shot.
Serious drama here at the Roval. Serious
Alrighty,
drama,
y'all.
serious emotion.
I'm going to end this stream right here. But I'm going to tell you all my stream schedule for the week. For Monday, I'll be live for the Chiefs and Jaguars Monday Night Football game. I'll be live at 8 p.m. for that. Tuesday, I'm taking the night off. I just need that fucking last night before I go back into the MLB playoff streams. Like, I need to fucking heal myself for one more day before I go back into the MLB playoff streams. But then Wednesday, option 1, which will be the priority, will be Blue Jays Yankees ALDS Game 4. That's if that happens. That game is at 7:08. I'll be live at 6:55. But if that game doesn't happen, I will be live for the Phillies Dodgers Game 3, which will be live at 8:55. First pitch at 9:08. Thursday, option 1 will be the priority. That'll be the Brewers and Cubs NLDS Game 4. If that happens. which will be live at 8:55 p.m. That first pitch is 9:08. And then option 2, which is if the Brewers and Cubs is over, will be Phillies Dodgers NLDS Game 4, which will be live at 5:55 for that if the other series is over. If neither game happens, then I just won't be live. Because the NFL game that night is Eagles-Giants. So I'm not fucking streaming that. Friday is just TBD right now. I have that as TBD. And Saturday I'll be live for the Las Vegas Xfinity race at 7:15. And then next Sunday I'll be live for the Las Vegas Cup race. I'll be live at 5 p.m. for that. Oh. But yeah. Alrighty, y'all. I want to thank you bitches for watching. Watch time prediction?
23. That might be high.
15.